It's more than just your life you're hurting. Think about your family. Think about your friends.
Yes.
Think before you do a dumb PSA. What?
Oops.
When's the cycle over? We do a lot of intros for our radio show, and the one with my old audio from I don't know, honestly, 15 to 17 years ago.
It's great stuff.
No, it's not.
Oh, it is, sure.
It needs to go away.
Love it.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hi.
Sell!
Sell, what are you, crazy?
Sell everything!
Sell!
Sell! Oh, my God! Sell!
Panic!
What are we doing? We
Panic!
should be doing a radio show!
Sell! Panic!
Oh, my God, you sell everything!
Oh, my God!
Sell my car! Sell my apartment! Sell everything! Dear God!
Sell, Mortimer, sell! Get back out there! Open the market again!
Open the market! Wow!
The old Wall Street bloodbath.
Can I start by saying this, Anthony?
Yeah.
Because we're broadcasting live from New York City. I would suggest that New Yorkers don't walk around on the sidewalks today.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
You think it's going to be a replay of the crash of, what was that, 29 or something?
Oh, on a good day, you got people, falling from the sky.
Yeah.
Because they don't like their lives.
Falling off of cranes or something, though.
I would imagine that it's not a good day to be walking on the sidewalk. Or if you're going to, make sure you look up a lot.
I think some Lehman people might be taking the big jump with their box of possessions. Or some people that lost a boatload of cash.
Yeah, they had a guy in the paper today. Obviously, the Dow was down 504 points yesterday.
Yes.
By the way, that's only 4.5%. Back on, what was it called? Black Monday. Back in 87? 88? 87, I'm going to go. 88?
I don't know.
I'm going to go 87. I'm going to win this one. It was down 20%, my friend.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's all relative. I think it's like a lot more important now for some reason. Because this isn't just like, these are big companies. How long has Lehman Brothers been around? 158 years.
What was happening 158 years ago?
And then all right, gone. Just bankrupt. How does a CEO justify that? Well, it was a new company. These startup companies are very hard to get into. No, it's been around for a long, long time, my friend.
Yeah.
What a big screw up. Just short everything. That's all you got to know.
That's it? What do you say?
87 was 22% drop in one day.
One for Ope, 0 for Anthony.
How many points?
Keeping track today.
508.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, this was 504, but the percentage is different.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. What?
They said this guy could have helped a lot. He refused bailout offers. He was a real tool, the CEO.
Well, whatever.
Could have sold a quarter of it.
Probably took his money and ran.
Yeah,
has it hidden somewhere. I don't know.
They'll have their golden parachutes.
Yeah.
Those guys don't have to worry about it. They don't lose their bonuses when they're heavily in debt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they still get their bonuses. They get everything. Now I got to worry about this stupid insurance company that's ready to fold. AIG.
Why? Why do we have to worry about that?
Well, I got to worry about it. That's my insurance company.
That's my insurance company.
Yeah. I was told like a year ago, hey, you got insurance on everything. Of course, I'm not stupid. Why don't you switch to this AIG?
They seem to know what they're doing.
And it's like, they'll give you this policy and that one, and you need this. I'm like, okay. Oh, by the way, they won't just insure, like, your house and everything else. They want to insure all your cars, too. Like, well, okay. Been with Geico for a while, but I'll just do this. And I switch over. Now, a year later, hey, it's ready to go bankrupt.
They need $75 billion. How does an insurance company need $75 billion? I don't know much.
Yeah.
I like to brag that I don't know much because it'll drive you crazy.
But how does an insurance company go broke?
But I know that much. That's ridiculous.
You're paying in premiums, that are so high,
Yeah.
and they don't really pay out on a whim.
It seems like it's a great business to be in, these
Yeah.
insurance companies, and they need $75 billion. So what the hell's been going on behind the scenes that they're getting away with murder?
Yeah, when you got like I don't know, let's say for every 100 people even they're paying their premiums, they pay out to one person.
Sure.
Sounds like a good deal. You're going to be making money. That's a stable, good company.
And what I mean by getting away with murder, for many, many years, they were getting away with murder, and now finally here's the day that it all catches up to you.
It's all catching
But
up.
a lot of people got away with murder, and I'm sure they're out of the company or they're on Easy Street, my friend.
Easy Street.
They're-
I'd like to live on Easy
They're walking
Street.
down Easy Street.
Can I tell you these insurance companies, how awful they are? I just got notice that my after insurance has denied paying for my surgery. They're going to pay for it. We're going to get the... But it's
The
amazing.
sex change, finally.
But it's supposed to
What are
be
you going to
covered.
be? Jim. What's your good name for Jim?
Jamie.
Jamie. Jamie. Jamie.
You know what?
It's...
We were in a good mood. Why'd you have to bring up AFTRA? We hate AFTRA.
Could be in a good mood. There's 500 points lost.
Yeah, I know. Citadel's ready to get delisted from NASDAQ. From what is it? Are they on NASDAQ or
I don't know. They're on
Big
on the
Board?
big
Yeah,
board.
yeah, they're ready to get delisted.
Citadel, of course, a radio company that
Yeah.
we used to work for, but they decided that they couldn't afford a really lame salary for us, even though we were doing well, which to this day amazes me.
Well,
but
it's
whatever.
obvious they can afford anything.
They're going to be delisted, and
Yeah, there's
somebody
a rule: you got to be over $1 a share.
Yeah.
Or else you're considered, penny stock, and they don't like those on the. Those kind of drag down the numbers, so they delist them if they're under $1 for a certain amount of time.
Did you read the press release, though? It was hilarious because they're like, we plan on making sure we're not delisted. And then the reporter or whoever wrote this article goes, but they didn't explain how they're going to get that done.
Yeah. Yeah, of course
You
not.
can't just say it. You need a plan to go, this isn't going to happen to us, and this is why. Ta-da!
I have a stock certificate from Citadel that I bought $19 a share. Mm-hmm. Oh my God! Wow. And it's at 85 cents a share.
Dude, that's fantastic.
I know. Oh wait, the other way would be fantastic. Yes, if I bought it at 85 cents and it went up to $19, that would be great.
But Anthony was smart. He wasn't sure about radio and its future, so he only bought 100 shares, Jimmy. So it's not like he
100 shares.
100 shares is nothing.
yeah.
Oh,
100 shares.
I think I bought a few more, perhaps more than that. Ooh, was we bamboozled into that one?
I remember Ann and I were on the phone. This goes back, 4 years, maybe 5, and we're like zippity doo da, zippity day.
Dude, if you remember, we scrambled to get in on that deal.
We
too.
were rocking.
Like I was getting so pissed because we almost missed getting in on it.
Yeah,
We had to fax things over, and it's like, oh my God, did you get my fax?
Yeah.
Are you sure we're in?
yeah. And then we're just like,
Oh, why couldn't the fax machine have broken?
and just for the hell of it, I'm just like lighting cigars with $100 bills because I could afford it now. Yeah, we're down about 100 G's on that one.
That's a bad one.
100 G's.
That's a bad one. By the way, each.
Yeah, 100 G's each. Let me
Yeah.
put it in radio terms. When I was working in the fine S-hole that is known as Buffalo,
Yeah.
let's see, 15,000 into 100 G's. How many
All
years
right.
would that be? 7 almost?
Yeah.
That's 7 years of salary, my friend, if I was 1988 Opie. Hey, there's a guy in the paper. I guess this guy wants us to boo-hoo for him. I love these guys. I lost $6 million overnight.
Booty hooty hooty.
Well, that's the business you're in, my friend. What can I tell you? I guess are we supposed to feel sorry for this guy because he lost $6 million in one day?
I'd feel pretty bad if that was me.
Yeah, but times are tough, and I don't think anyone is going to give this guy sympathy today.
No.
In this day and age. But it's on page 4 of one of the rags here in New York City.
All the Lehman people just walking out of the building with the boxes of their possessions. Did you see that?
Yeah.
One guy was walking out with a battle axe. His picture's in the paper today. I guess it was part of his decor of his cubicle, I would gather, or office.
Uh-huh.
And he's got like a box or a knapsack or whatever the hell, backpack, and a giant battle axe in his other hand. And I'm sure at some point he was sitting in his office years ago just going, yeah, that's what I use when things get really rough around here. And there he is walking out. Okay, I'll take my battle axe home.
Can I tell you something? When you said battle axe, I'm thinking some old broad.
Oh, his battle axe.
Some old beat-up broad.
What are you, William Frawley?
Like,
yeah, I got to get home to the old battle axe, Rick.
I swear to God, I'm like, why the hell is he bringing some old beat-up broad to work every day?
A legitimate battle axe.
Right.
That is such a great saying. And it was always used years ago in sitcoms for the mother-in-law. Ah, the old battle axe is coming over. Battle axe. It's just all scraped up and scarred, got blood on it. It's a mess.
Battle axe has to be unpleasant.
Oh, yes, a battle axe.
Good old battle axe. Is there a worse name for a woman?
No. Well,
yeah,
we thought of a few.
Well, you can't go with the obvious.
Yeah.
So, what happens today there, expert
Oh,
Anthony?
my God. I think we're
Why
going to see...
am I asking you? You lost 100 G's, too.
I think we're going to see a more of a downturn still. The Asian market's down on...
yeah, but not,
they're down on our market from yesterday.
But they're doing okay, though. They're not,
Yeah.
They're not going crazy.
We could see the old dead cat bounce, but I think news of AIG there and...
Can I tell you something?
AGI.
On the
What
way
is it? Yeah,
On the way
AIG.
into work, Kenny goes, is this a buying opportunity?
Yeah, buy a big mattress and put your money there.
Right.
That's what you buy right now. I don't know what the hell to do. I would short a bunch of stuff, but who knows if it's coming back. Just sell stock you don't have. See, you sell the stock. See, let's say you get like a stock that really tanked.
Okay.
Then you sell the stock you don't have at like $1 a share. You don't have it, but you sold it.
Like I invested recently in a company that specializes in, those little visors you wear when you play cards? Mm-hmm. They're visors, but on top they have like a detachable rocket ship that says USA on it.
Oh, wow.
Figured that'd be a big hit.
That's a good investment.
But they're not doing well.
No, there's a couple of things you could do. See, you sell stock you don't own. And let's say you sell, we'll make it easy, 100 shares at $1 each.
Nice.
Now you've made $100. You have $100.
Nice.
But now you have 100 shares that you don't own.
Uh-oh.
That you're going to have to make restitution for at some point.
How do you sell them if you don't own them?
Exactly. They allow you that.
Exactly. That's the problem right there.
Yeah.
They came up with too many ways to sell and buy, and I'm more of a putzer myself. I like to do
like
the
the
puts.
puts?
Yeah, I like the puts.
That's when you're betting.
Are you into
that,
putzing?
That's when you're betting that the market's going to tank.
How do you sell stuff you don't have?
So that's you're actually doing the opposite,
That's right.
where you buy stock options. You buy the option to buy a stock. So you're not actually buying the stock. You're going, I now have bought the opportunity to buy 100 shares of this stock, and it's for pennies on the dollar of the actual stock. And then when the stock goes up or down, depending on if you buy a put or a call option, then you can sell the options back again.
Gallagher tried to show me the one time when he was in here. For an hour.
It's all he trades is options. That's all I used to trade were options.
Yeah, he's insane.
Great.
Dalyer's insane. He's a day trader.
Because there's a lot of stocks that you just, you can't buy just a lot of shares of it because they cost too much. So you buy options and then you sell the options.
But doesn't that just seem like is that just not an on paper way for like a kind of like a scumbag businessman way to make?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Isn't it just like another?
Which way?
Of course, Jimmy. Of course.
It's like you're doing nothing when you do that. You're just on a computer going,
well,
I might want to buy that for a quarter. Oh, it went up. I don't get it.
I will answer that, and I will give you knowledge. This explains everything right here, my friend. Right here.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies, cuts through, and captures the essence of the evolutionary spirit. Greed in all of its forms. Greed for life, for money, for love, knowledge, has marked the upward surge of mankind, and greed, you mark my words, will not only save Teldar Paper, but that other malfunctioning corporation called the USA.
It's all about greed.
Yeah.
There you
People
go.
get a little greedy. And they leverage their companies. A lot of people, like a lot of these companies that are tanking, they thought that they were worth a lot more than they were. Because they were actually making up the value of their company.
Wait, but how is that, Anthony?
Well, they could do whatever they want.
That doesn't sound like
You juggle a few things around. You leverage your company out for, $30 on the dollar. And then when you turn around and say your company's worth X amount of dollars, you're talking about the leveraged amount at $30 for every dollar. But then all of a sudden you're billions of dollars in debt, and you look at what you actually really have in money, and for every $30 it was actually only $1. So then you turn around and go, we're broke.
Oh, boy. We need $75 billion immediately.
Did Lehman Brothers do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard a guy describing it last night. Let's just say I was in a 12-step place, and he was talking about it. And he said it's something about that they were trying to be something that they weren't. Mm-hmm. Like they didn't start out to be what they turned into, and that's why they fell apart. He did a much better explanation than I just gave.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good explanation. There's a lot of little details you could throw in there to make it confusing, but the fact of the matter is they really screwed up.
So the CEO really just
CEO. Oh,
Mr. Fund.
So, but it'll be okay by Friday. So let's move on.
Right. No one will even care.
No one will care by
the market
Friday.
will be back up again.
Yes.
How did this happen?
It just happens.
I don't know how. I look at this. I feel like a monkey reading a book upside down when I look at the Wall Street Journal. How does anybody read the Wall Street Journal? And then today I look at terrible paper.
Can we get a copy of the Wall Street Journal for Jimmy today?
Dude,
you're going to find it very fascinating, my friend.
What a shock. Mike had one.
Of course. Wow. The headline, AIG Lehman shock hits world markets. There you go, Jimmy.
Well,
enjoy.
Today's a little different because today's a day. It's a huge day.
Yeah, enjoy that though. That'll put you to sleep.
Who would read? Here's one of the headlines: Old school banks emerge atop new world of finance.
Oh, give me that.
Who's like, I got to go to the toilet. Give me that article. That's awful.
Unless you want to wipe with it.
Of course, that's why the cat needs something. Oh, this seems pretty interesting. I shouldn't have said that. Keeping their powder dry. Draft boards hang on just in case. And then the little subheading. Preparedness includes enlisting volunteers to hear the...
Exactly.
God, I know I'm dumb to not know what this stupid paper is.
It is what I call Dullsville.
Oh, boy.
You know what, though,
Yes.
Jimmy? You like to have fun with your life. That's the difference. That's a bore fest in the end. I'm sorry. It just is. We got to take a break. We have to. It's Opie and Anthony. Phone number 877-212-O&A. So that's how we start today, I guess.
Yes, in a grave depression. What's wrong with my god-effing microphone?
When are they going to fix that?
It's not your headphones. It's this microphone because it's in everyone's headphones.
Yes.
So my mic...
Break it, Ant. That's the only way they learn.
You got to tap it and get the dirt out of it. Tap the pot.
Break it.
Slide the pot up and down real fast.
Break it.
Did you hear that, or is that my head going?
No, that was fun.
Okay.
That's the only thing they understand is when you break something. Break it.
There we go. That sounds better. I think it was a dirty pot.
Yeah?
Yeah. You got to clean your pot. Yeah. Dude.
Good morning to everybody. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Definitely a sad morning for Pink Floyd fans. Founding member Richard Wright, dead at the age of 65.
Oh, I thought he was invested in the market very heavily.
No.
We feel bad. Oh, he's dead?
Dead at 65. The big C got him.
Oh, my God. His wife?
He was one of the big guys in the early days of Floyd.
Yeah.
Him and Sid Barrett. And then the band kind of forced him out right around The Wall. Giving you a little music knowledge here.
Wow, bastards.
You know, The Wall, that little album. The band was like, Richard Wright, you're now going to be a session musician. They demoted him to a session musician for the tour, I do believe.
Why would they do that?
And then when Pink Floyd came out with the final cut in '83, Richard Wright wasn't part of that, my friends.
No?
And then in 2005, the band got back together. Richard Wright got to play at that live thing they did. What was it called? Live 8 or Live whatever? And he performed with the band for the first time in 25 years.
What about Dark Side of the Moon? Was he on that?
Oh, yeah, he was.
Okay, then
he was.
Then you can't feel too bad for him. Well, aside from the fact that he's dead. But, probably made a nice piece of change on that.
Well, Wright wrote The Great Gig in the Sky, which is a lot of... that's an easy write, though.
What?
The Great Gig in the Sky from Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh.
Very easy song to write because it's just a lot of...
Is it? I don't remember that. Oh, okay. Now I remember.
That song. That's a tough write. I wouldn't be bragging that I wrote that one.
Is this it?
I'd be bragging I wrote, I don't know, Wish You Were Here or something. He wrote this.
This is a good pot song.
Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, I don't smoke pot anymore.
Well, years ago. This whole album was like a pot album.
But he also wrote...
Clean Your Weed on the cover.
He wrote Us and Them, my friend.
Yeah?
That's a biggie.
Wow.
Actually, I love this song, too, but as far as lyrics go, there's not much going on here. But I would imagine he wrote the whole song. And then for the old-timers, he also wrote Echoes, which is a great song, great Pink Floyd song, and Shine On You Crazy Diamond, which is an amazing Pink Floyd song from the early years.
He wrote that one?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that is a good one.
I'm busting a little bit. I mean, obviously the guy, knew what he was doing. So we lost Richard Wright from Pink Floyd at the age of 65.
But you said The Wall was a little album. That was a big album.
Literal Jim. Oh, why am I doing Ant's bit now? Because I feel like you might not do it, and I don't know.
All right, I'll steal one of yours. I guess God needed a songwriter.
Hey, I like that. See, I didn't do my bit today. 877-212-0NA.
I have a question for Stunt Brain, because he'll know this stuff.
Yeah.
Stunt Brain.
This pointing man who's refusing to, no more bailouts, Henry Paulson said no more bailouts from the Feds. Is that good or bad?
I think that's good because you have to stop somehow and sometime because we become a socialist state and there's no risk. If you're a capitalist country, there has to be risk and reward, and if nobody gets punished, then it's all on us, and we're going to end up paying it in our taxes.
Okay. That's why all these guys are doing these shenanigans, because they'll just like, the government will bail me out. Oh, we're a huge company. We're a name. They'll bail us out. And then they pull all these shenanigans, get in trouble.
Yeah, our currency would be worth nothing around the world if we don't have any consequences to any of these situations.
How does the dollar look right now? Bad?
It was looking pretty good until the Lehman thing, and it depends on what happens today. If there's a huge rate cut, the dollar gets weaker. If they say, no, let's deal with it, let the market sort it out, we'll firm up.
Okay.
How
does he know that?
He's because he doesn't have a social life.
What are they talking? A point rate cut? What are they?
The aggressive people are talking a full point, but
insanity.
They're probably going to end up with a quarter.
Maybe split it down the middle, half.
Maybe.
Me and Mike are going to a baseball game Thursday.
Yeah.
To the Yankee game. I'm
nice.
Billy Mack
He'll just be
tickets.
blurting out the stats of all the players.
I can see this is going to be a fun one.
Nice.
You want to get a hot dog? Technically, no, I don't care. I just want a dog.
I don't care.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know. I actually asked a stack of encyclopedias if they'd like to go, but they were busy. I was going to stack books next to me and read them in between innings.
That would suck to carry them to the game, though, because they can't walk on their own there, Jimmy.
I know, but at least they won't spit out boring things like when it was, 0-2 in the bottom of the eighth with one man on her.
Statistics come out.
Oh, I can't wait.
All the time.
I can't wait to get the full report of what you guys talked about at the game. You know he's going to come up with some very stunt-brainish things at the game.
Yeah, he'll do some calculation. They're selling the seats and how much they're probably going to make from it. Just to...
Rob in Westchester, what's up?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good.
Shine You Crazy Diamond was on. It was on Wish You Were Here. It wasn't an early Floyd song.
Well, it depends what you think early Floyd is, my friend.
Oh, what did you think early Floyd?
Wish You Were Here. What year is that? That's like 19.
I want to say like 74 74, 75 maybe?
You want to.
Yeah.
You just did.
Well, the band started in the late 60s. Give me a break.
Yeah, Piper at the Gates of Dawn.
Yeah, a lot of people would say that. Huh?
75.
75.
75 is considered early when
That's-
it's, 40 years ago, whatever the
That's
hell.
early Floyd.
I thought Sid Barrett would be considered
33.
I guess, if you want to be technical. All right. I'll give you one there, Rob.
75 is the birth
right.
year of our average listener. So that gives you a perspective of what's going on here.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks.
Ready for Thursday?
I'm like, hey, I'd like to bang her. She's like 25. Well, technically, she's outside the range.
The demo. Oh, well.
In sports, Jimmy's Cowboys, they're now Jimmy's Cowboys, beat the Eagles 41-37 in Monday Night Football.
Little picture of Jimmy's head inside the star. That'd be fun on the helmet, making a wacky face.
That'd be a great logo.
They'll probably be mad, though, that they're going to change it. People will be like, who is he?
Good old Jim.
You watch your Cowboys last
I
night?
caught part of the game while I was out doing shows, and I caught part of it at home.
Yeah.
I was very mad at myself. I had an opportunity to go because the guy who was Terrell Owens' agent is friends with a comedian I know. And he's like, I'll fly you down, because he owns a casino or something, too.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going to fly us down to Dallas and put us up in a box that Jamie Foxx had. But I was like, what if the flight's a little late because it's going into Texas? And I'm like, and I'll miss I just knew this was a disaster waiting to happen, leaving at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
But you
Yeah,
didn't know
that's
it was a
crazy.
disaster waiting to happen, because the first thing you said when you came in today is like, why didn't I go?
Well, I mean, that's
why
why-
didn't I take a chance and just do it?
Meaning, like, if I didn't want to get stuck at the airport and all of a sudden miss the game, or get there, my ticket's not there, then I'm at Texas Stadium with luggage and no tickets.
Ooh.
Other than
Yeah,
that,
that's bad.
So
A lot of people picking the Cowboys to win it all this year, too, Jim.
Yeah.
Your team.
I should be a better Dallas fan.
Did you see that play? Who was the guy that started celebrating? What?
Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah.
The receiver.
You saw that, right?
I saw the replay. He caught a 70-yard pass, and then just before the goal line, he just flipped the ball, thinking he was in the end zone.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Did that little, you like put it behind him a little bit and then just drops it. They just run in after they cross the into the end zone. They just drop the ball.
Well, the new move is to do the little spinning top thing.
Yeah.
Spin it like a top
Well, he seemed to have done that
on the 1 yard line.
just a tad before he got in.
They showed footage of him in high school doing the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did high school where he jumped up in the air to do something.
What an look at him. It's
Look at
it's
that.
fantastic. Yeah, let me just get rid of this before I cross over.
That's classic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna toss this
How
out behind me.
embarrassing.
Now, I didn't stay up last night. Did that affect the game, or did they
No, I
end up
think they got
scoring
in right
anyway?
after they got in.
You know what the coach has to do to you though? When you go back to the sideline, you know what that it's not pretty much the arm around you going, "It's all right, son. We'll get it back." I think you get yelled at so badly.
But these guys are such prima donnas that a little yelling isn't going to bother them. Yeah, I think you give them the old broomstick.
Oh,
Going back to yesterday's story.
wow. Yeah, like a football camp. Bring back memories of football camp.
You
for
did the
'em.
broomstick thing. They're not doing that again.
If Dallas had picked that ball up and knelt or something, wouldn't they have gotten that as a fumble?
Yeah, of
But
course.
they didn't, because they thought it was a touchdown, too. Dopes.
Yeah, that was a silly move. They should have picked that up.
And then, the Red Sox, they hit 6 homers, beat the Rays to tie for the lead in the AL East. And your Yankees, well, I don't even know if we're following them anymore. I don't think they played last night, right? And then here's the big news.
They did play
Oh
last
boy,
Yeah, they beat
They did?
The White Sox.
no one cares though.
Why would we have the Yankees
They
score?
beat the White Sox 4-2.
We're only broadcasting from New York City. Why would we have the Yankees score?
We have to have the Yankees.
There's only
score.
6 more games.
We don't have
at
the
Yankee
Yankees
Stadium.
score.
What's happened?
Why would we have it?
We're in New York.
Well, here's a list of all the...
It doesn't matter.
Nope.
It should be on this sheet. And then my Mets.
Oh boy,
Is this deja vu or what?
Here it comes.
I said yesterday we need the old Billy Baru.
Here comes the replay of last year.
Let's relax. Mets lead Phillies. Mets lead over the Phillies down to a half a game.
Half a game.
We still got the wild card thing.
Oh, Christ. The Mets are just such a choke team.
They're hanging on for dear life.
The end of the season.
Yeah.
They play great all season long, and then, wow, can they just not pull it together at the end?
We'll see
And
what
just
happens.
pull away.
I think we got.
Oh, we'll see what happens, all right. They're going to screw this whole thing up.
Nope. Not this year, my friend. I think we got 12, 13 games left.
Yep.
Yankees 9 back in the wild card with 12 to go. So
All right, let's go, Yankees.
they still have a shot.
Yeah, sure. They're not mathematically eliminated.
The Red Sox and Rays if a bomb goes off in the middle of the pitcher's mound and everybody dies. By the way, I was reading like People magazine, and it was like a human interest story of this kid in Africa, and he had his lips were molded from his stomach. It looked like two sausages that were folded over.
No,
when he was a kid.
Why would you need lips that bad?
No, well, I'll tell you, it's a funny story. Well, not a funny story. It's
I'm certain it was some civil war, and they cut his lips off.
No. He found a little piece of metal. He put it in his mouth, and it turns out it was a landmine. And it blew up in his mouth.
Are you kidding?
When he was like 9 or 10, and
you got to keep those minds out of your mouth,
his
kids.
Mouth, and his grandmother just put a towel on his mouth and took him to the hospital. And they had to make, I guess, a tongue, and it's awful. I should have bought.
Where'd you see that?
I was in my nose doctor. I was perusing it in his office.
Oh, great! Nice, fun stuff they got over there.
There's some people.
And were you thinking what I was thinking? I was trying to figure out how this was going to seg into a Wilbur Theater plug today.
You know something?
I was like, all right, where's the Wilbur Theater plug?
There were 25 tickets left as of yesterday. So
are you kidding? On the second show?
On the second show, they call me Wilbur Theater Jimmy. That's my nickname. But thank you, Boston.
Why wouldn't they?
Good morning, Boston. Holy crap, that's great news.
Fantastic, Jimmy.
2 big shows being sold out in Boston for Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm doing this whole thing where it's a whole light show now, and I have like a whole cast, and it's a musical.
Could you see just disappointing your fans with a musical where you're singing seriously, and they start laughing at first because they think it's some kind of wacky bit you're doing?
Yeah.
And you just don't stop.
How many minutes into it before the crowd is like, oh, no?
2.
They would accept 2 minutes of that?
No, they'd probably wait for a couple minutes thinking I was doing something because I've never done anything.
They'd get through the first song, but by the end of it, they would be really like expecting, all right, Jimmy, now you got to step up and be funny. And then you just break into another song.
Like one of those really
bad, showy Broadway. Yeah, bad costumes and makeup. You're wearing a little headset mic.
Flesh colored.
You're dancing.
Yeah. Jazz hands. Jimmy doing jazz hands.
Oh, would I love to see that? I'd pay.
You should do it now. Do it for 2 minutes.
I'll do it in a small room.
Do it for 2 minutes.
This room.
Big story is the Wall Street thing. 504 points down, right? Are they calling it a crash, Ant?
I am.
I guess that would be a crash, right?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
4% of the market, something like that?
Yeah.
4.5% of the market?
Yeah.
Well, the candidates would take advantage of this news.
Obama's got me sick with that.
And they're doing a little spinning. Well, let's start with McCain, and then it ends with Obama.
All right.
And then you'll...
let's hear McCain's take.
And you'll be off and running. This is McCain's take on the market crashing yesterday.
Righty.
The fundamentals of our economy are strong, but these are very, very difficult times. And I promise you, we will never put America in this position again. We will clean up Wall Street. We will reform government.
All right, that sounds good because he's saying,
yeah, but how's he going to do it?
By
you can't just say it. That's like Fareed saying, "Look, we're not going to be delisted."
No,
but tell me how you're not going to be delisted.
By putting the teeth back into into Wall Street, into the regulations. These people have been getting away with murder. It's not the goddamn one party or the other's fault.
Definitely the Republicans' fault.
Greedy.
Jimmy, it's the Republicans' fault?
Yes, of course it is.
Oh, Jesus
Everybody
Christ.
knows. It's
these greedy CEOs and executives that have been pulling fast ones for a while, and they got to be held accountable. It's not, I'll tell you one thing, it's not John McCain. And now McCain explained that this has to be dealt with. And Obama, of course, just uses it as an excuse to blame McCain for Lehman Brothers going bankrupt. Pretty much, that's what he was doing. That's an opportunistic jackass is what he is. Anything that happens that is the least bit negative, because his constituency seems to be a bunch of retards, and they'll eat anything this idiot spews out of his mouth. He blames it on McCain, and they'll be like, yeah, that's what it is.
What do you say?
Know what I like to
Listen.
say? The new boss, same as the old boss.
Well, McCain wasn't blaming Obama for what happened on Wall Street.
He couldn't.
What?
He couldn't.
Sure he could. No. Obama blamed McCain.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, McCain was kind of, I don't know.
Kind of what?
kind
You
of.
don't think Joe Biden was sitting there for how many years letting this happen?
Nope.
It's true.
Stop it.
This is what Obama had to say. This is going to get Anthony
Listen to moron.
rolling.
Democratic candidates Barack Obama and Joe Biden warned that a McCain-Palin ticket would not change a thing. They say right now the Bush administration is to blame, and another Republican in the White House would only bring more of the same.
For 8 years, we've had policies that have shredded consumer protections, that have loosened oversight and regulation, and encouraged outsized bonuses to CEOs while ignoring middle-class Americans.
I will say that sounds like.
Oh,
Wait, it at least sounds like reasons. It doesn't sound like a mindlessly blatant. Like McCain seemed like he was saying this has to be dealt with, and he's saying, well, this is why it happened. I'm not saying I don't know who's right, but it does seem like he was giving some reasons. The regulation wasn't being followed, and
And are you ready?
It seemed like that was pretty good.
Are you ready?
Blame McCain.
Are you ready for your phone call today? The ant is full of crap phone calls.
Oh, of course. I love the ant is full of crap phone calls.
You get one a day, Rob, in New
Ant,
York.
this is God.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, listen, Anthony, you're totally full of crap on this.
Right.
Man, if the situation was reversed and the Democrats have been in control of the White House for 8 years and this erupted, McCain would be all over Obama, and you'd back him on it.
So the Democrats were in office when they decimated the CIA and our intelligence and military. So, he's able to jump on that.
Okay, and that's fair. So this is fair as well. I mean, when Clinton left office, economically we were sound, right?
Yeah, but you know something? I don't know how much the president has to do with the market,
regulation.
with the private market, with enforcing regulation. Okay, what did McCain do? As far
McCain
as
approved with Bush 90% of the time. He voted with Bush. We're not looking at a different Republican. We're looking at a Republican that pretty much followed Bush's line and now is looking to distance himself.
and what did he do that caused this situation?
Bush, nothing. For 8 years, nothing. Did nothing.
Yeah, well,
regulated nothing.
You don't think
Everybody got away with murder for 8 years, and it was great. It's like these guys cashed in, and now they're out. And Obama, he's doing the exact right thing by kind of calling on him. It's just, it's the game of politics.
Well,
Congress makes the rules. Who's in charge there?
Yeah, but the president introduces legislation that has a lot of influence in getting things passed.
Oh,
Bush
does
never
he?
did. He does, if he's a good president.
Well, he's
We've had
not.
a garbage president. I'm not saying McCain's going to be
He's too
Bush.
busy with the
McCain will be
war.
better than Bush. His hockey mom running mate scares me, but McCain will be better than Bush. But Obama is absolutely justified for going on the attack over this. He's got a lot of info to stand on and 8 years of history.
I think it's these CEOs. I think it's the way. Yeah, regulation's been taken off of these guys. It's got to be put back. Obviously, you can't let these guys just run crazy like they have been. But
Exactly.
for him,
And whose fault is that?
but it's just I hate when and believe me, it's either side when they just take this opportunistic crap. They take whatever's happening that day that petrifies people and try to pin it on the other candidate. It really is it's annoying to me because I know there's a bunch of puppets that are buying it on either side.
Right, but that's what's funny is you say, I can't stand Obama. He's opportunistic. But if the situation were reversed, McCain would do the same thing.
Dude, I was making fun
because you want to have your guns in your home.
Dude, I was making fun of McCain's ad against Obama talking about teaching kindergarten as sex education.
That was good.
I mean that's ridiculous too. It's taking people's fears and then trying to put them on the other candidate. And who can't see through that garbage? Ugh.
And what's funny about Obama?
I'll tell you. What?
The thing, Obama's been running these more negative ads, but only in places where he's at risk. Really important states. Other than that, the negative ads, you can't find them on his website, and they're really hard to locate. So it's still the illusion of a positive campaign.
Well, we're in New York, which is a Democratic state. And I don't think he's really got to worry about winning New York. And I've seen negative ads here.
Which, not really bad, though. The other one he did about McCain not wanting women to have equal pay for equal work. That was probably the lowest ad, and I haven't been able to locate that.
What about that Obama ad where Obama ran the ad and he goes, McCain, and then he showed his arms and he goes, can't comb his own hair.
I missed that one.
All right, Rob, thank you. We got to move on.
But then McCain ran that really tasteless one where he showed, like, he ran a picture of Obama and he darkened it and he said, do you want one of these in the White House? It's just uncalled for.
That really was bad. That was a negative ad.
It's very negative.
Yes.
Jimmy's
It
keeping
actually
track.
looked like a photo negative, I mean.
Yeah.
It wasn't...
Jimmy's keeping track of the negative ads today.
Yeah, and then Obama came out in that speech and he was trying to be slick and he goes, and my what's the word? I'm sorry, when you're competing against each other,
compadre?
No, that's friend. My adversary.
adversary.
My adversary,
yes.
and then he called McCain an old bent-shouldered oaf. I mean, it's just there's no reason to refer to him, man. Long way to go to get the word oaf in.
Oaf.
Chicago, it's John. Hey, John. Hey, John.
Hey.
Everybody seems to forget that McCain was right in the middle of that SNL debacle back in the 80s, and he came out smelling like a rose, and it's all been kind of just pushed under the rug.
Was that the Keating scandal?
Yes.
What did he do? Because someone told me that. I didn't remember that he was a part of that Keating loan scandal. What did he have to do with that?
He was in Congress, and he just basically, he kind of made everything sweet for everybody, swept everything under the rug, and then he just kind of just faded away. And, I'm really surprised. I'm not an Obama guy, but I really am surprised that he's not just jumping all over this.
Well, what was that scandal? I mean, I know I should probably know that, but Wall Street's crap, I don't understand. It was a huge, the savings and loan scandal. People say that, and I go, yeah, but deep down, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Who does that, Jimmy? Who does?
Loaning money that's not there is basically what they were doing, and, at exorbitant interest rates.
Ugh.
All right.
Yeah, wait. The Keating Five were 5 senators, and McCain was one of them, but 3 of them were Democrats. You had John Glenn was in there, Dennis DeConcini, and another one were all involved in kind of masking the SNL thing. But there were 5 guys known as the Keating Five.
So why were they masking it?
Because they had obviously been granting favors or been lobbied by these SNLs. And we ended up paying the price for it. We, again, had to absorb those savings and loans and all the properties they had made bad loans on.
So McCain really is much more of to blame when it comes to, or much more involved in this type of, and don't dump out of this, shenanigans.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was back in the early 90s, and he's since gotten involved with campaign finance reform and jumped into big regulation. And the clip we played of McCain, backed up to the Obama clip there, didn't say what he said, and he did say, we got to go in and re-regulate. We got to be tougher. We have to do this all in day. I know, boy.
But no, hold on. It's actually, if he got caught out there with his weenie in the wind, and then all of a sudden goes, we have to stop this after he was guilty of it.
Who's better to know what a mistake looks like than someone who's made one?
Yeah.
Are you saying my parents again? because I was supposed to be all right, listen. A glued eye shut.
Let's go to Lydia in Oceanside. Lydia!
Hey, guys.
Good morning, Lydia.
When Obama wins, you better make sure that Anthony has a 24-hour suicide watch.
When Obama wins. Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Yeah, this is not
We'll
good.
all see.
Are you getting nervous, Sant?
Not at all. It's looking better for McCain every day.
You think?
Yeah, the polls are showing it. He's slipping in New York. He had something like an 18-point lead. Now he's down a 5-point lead.
In New York?
Yeah.
I think the media, I tell you, the way they let Hillary hang around, I think the media, they somehow skewer those numbers because it keeps it more interesting. And this way you're interested in every aspect of the campaign.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Polls are all weird. It's all no one knows what the actual question is, how it was worded when they take them. It could all be bunch of bunk.
Well, it's easier with that type of accusation, but
Lydia, anything else? That's it, huh? Suicide watch for Anthony?
Suicide watch for Anthony. That's it this morning.
Who
guys.
farted? Jimmy?
Yes.
Oh, God. Yes.
Hey, what about
Oh my God! It's
Is it really?
It's
I'm
putrid,
sorry.
man.
I didn't realize. That was actually a loud one.
Il potente.
Oh, my God, Jimmy. We're
Wow,
talking.
that is bad.
No, you know what happened?
We're trying to take on the Fox Business Channel today, and you're farting in the middle of our great discussion on finance.
Jimmy just wanted to get all of our senses involved in the market.
No kidding.
It stinks.
What happens is this.
Are you pushing out the fear? What are you doing today?
My body rebels against the dishonest business practices.
Yes, when it hears about it, it just has to rebel.
Hey, did that Jim Cramer guy see this coming? The Mad Money guy. He's the guy that everybody goes to. Did he predict last week Lehman is finished? If not, he sucks.
Yeah, if he didn't
Let's go back
this one.
a week ago and see what he said.
All right. We got to take a break.
He's a bum.
We'll move on to other things, hopefully. 877-212-O&A. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Phone number 877-212-O&A. Also, let's not forget about OandARadio.com. A lot of people talking about the market, trying to figure out what this all means for us. What do you want from us? We don't know.
Yeah, what the hell?
We're trying to figure out if we're going to have, what? Insurance?
Yeah. Yeah, our insurance.
That AIG thing.
Yeah, apparently it's all right. I don't know. You just ride these things out. They keep saying, well, long term, you're all right. It's been quite a while.
And everyone's looking for an answer. It's very simple. Here's your answer.
Ooh.
Not an answer. Well, that's not an answer.
It's about one thing, and that one thing is the money. It's all about the money.
There you go. There's your answer.
The money.
You don't need the Wall Street Journal. There it is, right there. That's the answer to what is going on today. Right? What else is going on? We got the OJ thing.
Yes, OJ apparently killed a couple of people.
Yeah,
what happened?
I guess they're not giving up on him, huh?
No, finally.
They'll get him for something.
Many years later, he's up for, I don't know, kidnapping, armed robbery, all kinds of fun charges.
Wasn't that like a year ago?
Yeah, he was trying to get his...
Oh, Jimmy.
Why would your mic be on?
He was trying to get his memorabilia back or something. That they bought, like one of his, what was it, the auction sales to pay Fred Goldman?
Yeah.
OJ was hot under the collar about it.
Oh, was he fuming?
Yeah.
Went in there. I guess all of his accomplices copped deals to testify for the prosecution. So they're all just going to be like, yeah, oh, OJ did it. Oh, he planned the whole thing, got the weapons, everything. Yeah, when there's guns shoved in people's faces and you're holding them against their will, OJ could face life in prison.
I'm thinking that means jail time, right?
Could be some jail time for the OJ.
But you know what? He just sits there. If you saw the footage, he's just sitting back. I
looks
for this.
Exactly the same as he did during his murder trial.
Can we hurry up with this? I got a blonde.
Yeah, I got a blonde.
I got some golf I got to do, even though the golf courses are getting worse and worse. At this point, I think he's playing only public golf courses.
Yeah, they won't let him play any of the nice courses.
Back in the day, he was on all the nice courses. Now, wow, he's got some bad lies to deal with.
People like that aren't welcome here at Bushwood, sir. Yeah, this one not getting the immediate media attention. No one really. I think we'll like the end of it. See how it ends.
You think? The ending's going to be different this time?
I'd like to see OJ stand up and hear the jury go, we, the jury, find Orenthal James Simpson guilty.
Of jaywalking.
Yes. Time served, go out.
We need to find him guilty of something, so we'll go with jaywalking.
Now, a lot of people, I think it's an all-white jury they appointed. And I think you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody that doesn't know about the trial at length. You know, a lot of people know every gory detail about that. I think that'll weigh on their minds. Mm-hmm. If I was in that jury, I'd be like, I don't care. This guy's going away.
Of course.
He definitely killed a couple of people and got away with it.
But would you want a jury that has no idea about the OJ murder trial? That scares me, too. Like, what have you been doing with your life that you don't know anything about this?
I think he would.
Do you think he'd be happy?
Yeah.
But
I hope they don't know about that one.
I don't know. It's a weird thing because, like, what kind of person are you that you
shut
don't know
in.
that? Are you a hoarder? Are you living among 100, 200 cats and a lot of newspapers?
Yeah, that you never read.
So
Just pile up in your house.
The other thing about the OJ trial, the first witness getting sick on the stand. What's his deal? He's got a heart problem or something?
Yeah, this guy's had 4 heart attacks in the last year, and they put him on the stand, and he starts pointing to his chest, and they stop the case, put the jury away, and they bring in the paramedics and the defibrillators. But he didn't want to go out on a gurney, so they kind of talked him down and shut things down.
But every time he has to start talking, and
I guess he gets a little tense.
He might have been a little nervous.
Yeah, he's looking at OJ, and the last time he saw him, the guy was holding a gun to him.
Wow.
He's just nervous because of all the attention. He knows he's not in danger. I'm actually on OJ's side on this one. Because I hate those scumbag. Yeah, those dealers, memorabilia dealers are creeps.
But he went in their room
can't be a
with guns.
vigilante.
Hey, give me my stuff back. That's the way it should work. That's the problem with these Wall Street little douches. Nobody just walks in with a pistol and says, "Get back what you took, scumbag."
I want my money back.
They never have to deal with the consequences. They're just little scuzzy people that just hide out after ripping people off.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody ever just marches in there with a handgun and takes their stuff back.
OJ did, so.
Jimmy just turned me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm with Jimmy now.
See, I'm just in the mindset, I don't care what OJ did this time. Put him in jail for killing 2 people.
Right.
That's what I say. He had one trial. It didn't go the way it was supposed to. So this is another murder trial.
Whoa.
This is double jeopardy on OJ.
Can I stop you? It didn't go the way...
I'm fine with it.
It didn't go the way Whitey wanted it to go.
Well...
You saw the celebrating back
Yes,
in the day.
I did.
You're talking for white America.
Well, a lot of black people know he did it, too.
I think they're
All
finally...
black people know he did it.
Yeah, they just say, like, leave OJ alone. Yeah, okay, he did it. So what? We get away with one thing. That was the argument I heard a bunch of times. All right, we got away with one thing.
Yeah,
we made you mad.
Give us the one thing.
Well, it was more like, I think everybody was cheering, according to black people, because it was more like, see, do you see how it feels?
Oh, was that it?
When it's this obvious and it goes against you, do you see now how awful this is? That's
how awful
Thank you very much,
How awful it was, what, 50, 60 years ago?
I mean, I'm just saying this.
Jesus.
Is this going to be a short trial?
I don't know.
It's got to be. It can't be like the last one where it just went on
I'm
and
not
on.
going to have to
and
go
on.
with all DNA evidence or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be shorter
I
than
bet you
that.
it's a couple weeks tops, right? Yep. You got to imagine. All right, so
Yeah.
we got that going on, and I don't know.
What happened? The guy was friends with OJ or something. He was some kind of, because OJ's like, you were my friend, man, or I trusted you. There was some weird interaction that they had. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, he wound up somehow getting possession of some of OJ's memorabilia, and OJ wanted it back.
Yeah,
He
good.
came up with a harebrained scheme.
Same douche. These are the same douches that will try to sell you a Babe Ruth signed ball, like that it's done in blue marker. It's like, really?
Done with a blue Sharpie, right?
Yeah. I saw that once. I saw
Did
that.
you really?
Yes. The blue Sharpie.
That's great.
The blue Sharpie, which equals the telltale card of the thief. I've never seen an athlete with a blue Sharpie.
You know what? When my dad was alive, he swears that Babe Ruth signed a ball for him back in the neighborhood, Queens or wherever the hell. And there might be a Babe Ruth signed baseball somewhere in an attic in my family. Not in my house, but maybe I don't know, somewhere. He swears that it existed.
Well, did he get it
Can you
signed?
imagine?
Or did his dad get it signed, or who got it
No,
signed?
he was just a kid, and back in the day, Babe Ruth would kind of hang out in the neighborhood and stuff.
I had one actually. My stepfather did.
Seriously?
I took it out to play in the sandlot and hit it over the fence, and there was a dog in there, and he would just eat all the baseballs that flew over there. And we tried to get it out, but yes,
I got this one today.
Oh, really? What?
The movie Sandlot.
All right, thank you. Forever.
I felt so not with the program yesterday as you described it at the Breakfast Club. That was classic.
Oh, jeez.
It's worth $6,000 if I can find it, depending on the condition.
6 G's.
Babe Ruth signed baseball, 6 G's. No, Babe Ruth signed baseball with a lot more than
And I
that.
asked my dad, I go, so he goes, I don't know whatever happened to
Be
that.
worth more than 6 G's.
Dude,
I'm like,
that's
it's
wrong.
a Babe Ruth signed baseball. What do you mean you don't know what happened to it?
Mike, that couldn't be right.
It depends on the condition and the year.
And it can be authenticized.
Yeah, if you can
condition is
authenticate it.
round.
And if you've got one of those balls that's from a game where they mark the date of the game and it's a significant World Series game, they're worth even more.
Can I have some DNA on it too?
They might
Are you
look for that.
scrapped?
I'm seeing Babe Ruth balls going for a lot more. We could get one of these. 50,000.
Those aren't baseballs, though. Those are just Babe Ruth's balls. They do go for a lot more.
You got almost 19,000, 15,000, $45.
How many were there, for God's sake?
Ed, $45.
$45.
What's that one about?
But is anyone bidding?
Wait,
$45. There's got to be a problem with that one because then it goes back up to 17,000, 19,000, and then you got
well, the $45 one, he spelled it ROOTH. Wait, look at the top. Can you go to the 50,000 one? This is the beauty. $50,008.
And $8.
They tried to buy it for $50,000. The guy said, "I want $50,008, or you don't get the ball."
Oh, the guy needed a Metro card or something.
But that's probably a real one. If it's like a Hall of Fame authentic, you want to kind of have it authenticated if you're going to spend that much on a Babe Ruth ball.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun thing to have. Just to break in front of people.
Look at it.
If I was Bill Gates, all I would do is buy things that people would love and then just set them on fire and then put them out with tinkle. That's the Honus Wagner card, is it? On fire.
And then a little tinkle.
Yeah, I would start my own show. I'd buy like NBC. And I'd have one show a week. It would be called This Is How Much Money I Have. And I would just do something obnoxious like that.
Babe Ruth signed ball sets another record, $150,000. There you go. All right, hey, remember yesterday we were talking about the Obama waffles? And
yes.
There was a lot of controversy.
A lot of controversy. People said it's they haven't gone as far as to say it's racist, but they said it's in very bad taste, which they mean.
Why wouldn't they just say it's racist? Because
it's hard to sell as something that's racist. It's hard to I don't mean to sell the pancake mix. I mean, it's hard to say that this is racist. It's like you're goofing on him. He wasn't dressed as Aunt Jemima either on the box. They were trying to say that yesterday. I don't know. It's a couple of dopes that came up with this idea that he waffles on a lot of things, which is political talk for going back and forth on a subject. And they made a waffle mix, and they put pictures of Obama on it, caricatures of his face. One of them, he's kind of dressed in some kind of Middle Eastern head garb. And then another one, he's in a sombrero and kind of Mexican bandolier, and he's got a big pencil, and he's erasing the border of the United States. And then the one on the front just looks like him. I don't know what he's wearing, but...
Yeah, well, the waffle makers are defending their position today.
Of course they are.
Controversial, ridiculous, offensive, unfair. These two Franklin writers say they've heard it all.
We're not attempting to just be crass about it. We actually are trying to build on an actual issue. And if it is offensive, well, that wasn't our intent.
Come on.
Wasn't our intent.
Come on.
Just want to make some flapjacks.
Yeah.
So we have the streets here in Franklin to hear what people had to say.
Oh, no, Jimmy. This is your
the
part.
people on the street.
What do you think they're going to say, Jimmy?
I don't know, but I imagine you're going to hear this. Well, as long as they were not intending to be offensive, and I think that was really bad. You be the judge.
Yeah.
So we have the streets here in Franklin
play
to hear
Guess
what people
the
had to
Race.
say.
All right.
Oh, he's got a towel on his head.
White.
It's a dig that is not necessary because we don't need that in politics. We need to stick to the issues.
I honestly thought of waffling and how he was waffling back and forth on things as far as the war and other things. Whatever he needs to say, he says.
Sounds like they were scared to find some black folk.
I think they were.
To respond to this Obama waffle story.
I think it's racist. That's what you'd hear.
Let's go to Malik, who taught us about the elbow last week. Malik.
Yo, what up, A?
Hey,
We've been using the elbow thing ever since you brought it to our attention.
Yeah.
Well, I got 1,000 of those, but yo, man, listen.
By the way, Malik reminds me that we're going to have Omar from The Wire on Friday's show.
Michael K. Williams.
Michael K. Williams. Yeah, have a little Michael K. Williams in there, Malik.
He's in a new Spike Lee film. I actually want to go see the preview tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. That's my man. Him and Weebay. Those my peoples, yo. But
Weebay, yeah.
Weebay, you know that guy's not acting.
Yeah, he did Life.
What?
Yeah, but listen.
Oh, I know, but I mean, whatever. Why are we going to discuss The Wire?
I know.
The show ended a year ago.
we got to let it go.
Yeah. Malik, go ahead.
Man,
Yeah.
you got to give up on this OJ thing, man. OJ was found not guilty, homeboy.
Yeah, he was found not guilty in a trial, but he really did it.
Yeah, not many people believe.
I don't care. I don't care that the legal system failed and found him not guilty. He did it.
Under the trial of our country, under
Right.
the justice system, he did not do it. So the man is found not guilty.
Exactly.
You got to stop.
I understand he was found not guilty, but he is guilty of it.
Even he is admitting he did it at this point. Remember, if I did it,
it would have went down like this.
And remember, the if part was very, very small font, so it read, if you looked really fast, I did it.
O.J. Simpson.
He's now basically admitting it.
Yeah, Malik, you know he did it. Why were you happy when he got acquitted?
Really, listen, whether he did it or didn't do it.
No, OJ did it. We'll start there.
He's not going to, Malik, he's not going to sue you for libel.
Whether he did it or didn't do it, he's found not guilty. So we got to respect the judicial system of this country.
I respect the civil court that said he did it and wants him to pay.
Yeah. And OJ doesn't even respect, the court because the book says I did it, and then in the I part, in the worst color imaginable, a very light gray, it says if.
Well, that was the Fred Goldman version, I think. OJ wrote this. No.
Is that really?
Yes, Goldman owns that book. OJ wrote it.
I apologize.
And then Goldman got, because of the laws, everything going to OJ, he was allowed to take control of this book. And then they designed that cover, which just says I did. I don't think OJ meant for it to come out like that.
No,
he was trying to make it look like just to make some money off the crime.
Fred is
Come on,
making
check it
OJ.
out, man. People, listen.
Yeah.
He was found not guilty.
Oh, enough, Malik, enough. We're not going to argue the OJ case
There's plenty of
today.
times where...
Listen, I'm not trying to argue that point, but it's the same thing what you guys are saying about, these Obama waffles. Are they racist? Come on, man. Are they racist?
It's not. I don't think these guys went into it saying, let's put out some racist friggin' thing. They're Republicans. They decided they were going to come up with some goofy pancake or waffle thing, and they put a box with a caricature of. Why can't you make a caricature of a black guy without it being racist?
They didn't have any bigotry behind that. When you thought of making waffle mix with Obama, and he looks like Aunt Jemima. Come on.
But he doesn't look like Aunt Jemima.
He doesn't look like Aunt Jemima.
You're believing what you heard. He doesn't look like Aunt Jemima. And they tied it with
It's not a flattering caricature of Obama, but he doesn't look like...
It's a political caricature. It's crappy, but it's not done to be racist. They were racing the border and stuff like that. That's all about his stance on immigration. How is that racist? They're just attacking a position he takes.
I just think it's underlying bigotry. You know what I'm saying? Just how they throw like little characters like that. They don't have to do that.
Why can't you make a caricature of a black person? A white person cannot make a cartoon caricature of a black person without them claiming it's racist. I don't understand that.
No, you can't. You can't.
No, you can't.
Yes, they are. There's pictures of Bush that he looks like Osama bin Laden, and there's guys in the hood that have T-shirts with him with the beard and the turban on.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. You guys can make that, but we all know. Look, if you're going to attack Obama, attack him on his issues, not so much on his stance.
That was his issues, Malik.
Yeah, it was waffling.
The fact that the waffles. There's no other breakfast food I can think of that ties in as well with a political attack. And also, they were attacking his issues with the whole border thing. That is an issue that his stance is on. That was attacking his issue.
All right, fellas.
All right, you lose again, Malik.
We
what
have
can
to
I tell
agree
you?
to disagree.
No, he loses. You lose. I'm sorry.
Negative.
You
negative.
lose.
We can meet in the middle, and I'll holler at you guys when the dudes from the wire is there, all right?
Holla.
Okay.
All right. Hey, can you get some iPhones or what?
We have to have some Omar clips ready for Friday, by the way.
Oh, we will.
Omar.
I hope so.
We'll take a break. Hey, I want to remind people as we look ahead, tomorrow.
Yes, we're looking ahead.
Another installment of Kosher Sports.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
With
David.
Big Blank Dave.
Yeah, but I don't like that name.
Big D Dave? Nah,
It's stupid.
Well,
silly.
It doesn't fit his personality.
I know, that's the beauty of it.
It's but it's
Big D Dave with Kosher Sports tomorrow. I think there's a YouTube video of the first one. Sam was telling me this morning.
Yes.
We'll link that on onaradio.com. Stay there.
Okay. I'm going to sing now. Here it comes. Wait, not yet. Here it comes. Here's the intro. These clips.
Opie and Anthony on this Two for Tuesday. Are we going to do twofers later or what?
No.
Why not? Let's do some twofers today.
Aren't they doing that down the hall or something?
Who knows what they're doing down the hall?
Something lame.
A dumb station right next door. Taking themselves way too seriously.
They certainly do.
CBS FM! Shut up. Looking at the headlines today, crazy man watches Hurricane Ike from his front porch.
Oh.
I don't think that's crazy.
He's crazy.
I think it's a guy that was kind of bored with his life and wanted a little excitement.
Why watch it on TV when you could just go look at it right out there on your porch?
You see the picture in the paper? Maybe we could throw it on oandayradio.com. I don't know. It's like some community near Galveston, and the hurricane destroyed the entire neighborhood except for one house. One house is standing.
That's it? Was it his?
Did you see the picture? I don't know if it's the same story. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's related.
Wow, one house.
And this house didn't have much damage, it looks like. Yeah. We'll get the picture up on the oandayradio.com. We talked about the OJ. We got a naked man walking a dog, tasered by Florida police. Well,
of course he is.
I guess you can't really do that, right?
Walk a dog naked?
Yeah.
Silly.
Mother posed as daughter to join the high school cheerleading squad.
What?
That is hot.
That I want to hear.
Look at this house, though. We'll get the picture up.
Oh, yeah, one house left.
But it's in perfect shape, it looks like. Maybe a couple shingles are missing. That's about it.
Lucky.
And their neighbors are completely gone. Now you're looking at some good property to your left and to your right. What else? We got a grandma.
We do?
Well, I don't.
You have her.
I don't have it. Do you have a grandma?
I have one grandma left, but she's in a home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she knows me. No, she wouldn't know me. Why would I go? What am I going to do?
Hi,
Say
Grandma.
hi?
Give her a kiss.
She's not grandma anymore. It's shell of grandma.
How do you know she wouldn't know you?
Yeah.
It's shell of grandma. That's what I call it.
Maybe she's just laying there hoping you're going to visit, and that's all it's going to take to snap her out of it.
No. What do you think this is? The Twilight Zone episode with the Catman and Crothers? They're all just laying there not knowing what the hell.
How old is she?
I don't know, probably 90-something.
Wow.
Yeah. She was pretty sharp right up until a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then she started, asking where her husband was.
Ugh.
And, well.
That's never a good sign.
Yeah, we can show you. She'll have to really start digging. I don't think, and she'd be asking, about people from years ago and relatives that are dead.
That is sad.
That dementia's got to be a pisser. You just, hey, what about that dead guy? He's still alive in my head.
Whose mom is she?
My mommy's mom.
So your mom goes and sees her?
Yeah.
She's going to say, little Anthony. She'll be like, who's that? You can just start crying. She'll be like, oh, you.
Yeah, you're the crybaby. Anthony. Little Anthony. It might snap her right out of it. No, I don't know. What do I guess I should go.
Yeah.
But why? What am I going to do? I keep running it through my head that I'm going to sit there in the room, sit in a chair, and go like, hi, Grandma. And she's just going to kind of look at me and go, where's Joe? Where's Joe? And not my brother, meaning,
her husband. Wait, is she functioning, though? She's not in a coma or anything. She's kind of...
No, she's just like, ooh.
Really?
Where's Joe? Why don't you say he's dead?
He's dead.
He is.
What is
She's
she...
terribly raped.
He died.
What does she do?
You're not supposed to do that, are you?
What? Why?
I don't know how you handle people with dementia.
There's two things. Tell them the truth or punch their face until they learn it. I've done them both. Both are effective.
Both are effective. Okay.
Yeah, because then you can sit there in a chair and have to explain that people are dead. I don't have my job. I don't want to do that.
But sometimes you got to go do it. It's like, it's not like, what can I get out of this or what's this going to do? Sometimes maybe the old person will feel a little better. We don't know why.
But will they?
Maybe.
Oh, God, the place has got to smell. Just old people running around, laying in bed, whatever.
You walk around in your underpants with a gun attached to you.
Yeah, I know.
You've never been in an old folks home?
Yeah, I did a few jobs in one.
They grab at you.
One guy was just sitting in a wheelchair. I told this story where he's just going, help, 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 in a wheelchair. And they were like, oh, Mr. Johnson.
Oh,
like, and in his head, he's
ignore
like,
him.
In his head, he's stuck in some bunker in a war or something. That's going to be horrible.
You ever get the old ladies with that old lady grip grabbing you and yelling, help
trying
me?
to tug with their transparent hands?
Well, they could hold on.
Oof.
And they grab at you as you walk down the halls because they're getting some air outside their room in their wheelchairs, and they grab at you and then yell, help me, help me, help me.
It's like someone in the middle of the night removed their skin and put sausage casing all over their body. It's disgusting. You're just looking at their veins. It's like you ever buy the Visible Man or the Visible Woman model when you were a kid? That's what the old people look like. You see right through them.
It just sucks.
They lose all tint to their skin.
Yeah.
They're old.
They're old.
Well, let's see. You might regret it if you don't.
Will I?
You might, yeah.
Man's not going to regret it.
You don't know that. Sometimes people go through certain things, get sober, and you never know. Like they may.
No, it's not.
I'm not saying that. I'm only saying that the worst that can happen.
Yeah.
Is you go see her, you kiss her, you say hello, and she doesn't remember you. That's the worst.
It'll be
scenario.
depressing.
So what? Sometimes.
And then you leave feeling all crappy and stuff.
But you get over it.
And then now I can picture the place she's in and the condition she's in. I'd rather not know. Why can't I remember my grandma as bringing out a big thing of ziti and going, come on, Anthony, here you go. There's too much sauce on it.
Again, sometimes you're right. You don't like to remember them like all.
Yeah,
but sometimes we have to remember them like that.
Why? Why do we have to?
Because
people say that. Why do we have to?
If someone's head catches on fire,
alrighty,
and they just become this mess of burned head in a bed. Then you don't want to go see them if they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But you never know. Like dementia people kind of come in and out of it sometimes. You never know. Seeing you may make her feel better. So if it doesn't hurt.
Why don't you go then and tell her you're me?
Because I know what I'll wind up doing. She'd be like, I can't believe he did that to me. Of all the ziti I brought him.
My God.
I would do it just to wreck your image in her mind. I'd put on a hat and a gun. You should go see her.
I'm with Anthony on this one, to be honest with you. If she's gone, I think you want to remember her, like you said, making the sauce and all that.
Like I remember a very vibrant grandma.
Yeah.
I don't want to go and see that.
The last few weeks of my grandma's life, I was like, in a way, I wish I didn't see her like deteriorate like that in an old age home.
But why not remember them accurately, like when they were like really good for most of their life, where there's a reality at the end, people sometimes fall apart.
Well, when you throw in the last memory you have of them, and it's a lot different than them making sauce, it kind of F's up your brain.
That's why I hate wakes.
It makes it harder to remember my grandma, actually, the time in Wading River where we forced her to go water skiing at 60 some odd years old.
That's what killed her.
Or nah, she made it to the 90s, but making dinner for 40 people, all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
But when you see that image of your grandma, she's like 80 pounds and drying up in front of you. It kind of makes it hard to remember the really happy times and the good memories.
Yeah.
It's unpleasant, but unpleasantness I find it's a part of it. Sometimes, again, it's for the other person.
Steve from Bayshore has got a little dialogue here from my grandmother, if she comes to for a couple of seconds. Anthony, do you still hate the you-know-whats? I do.
Can you imagine?
Moment of clarity from Grandma.
Could be a good day for you. Let's say hi to Jay. I think Jay might start a bit here. By the way, good morning to Cleveland. It's Jay. Hey, Jay.
Hey, boys. Yeah, I go see my grandma. She's got the whole dementia thing and everything else. I see her probably about once a week. And first off, she gets angry because I haven't seen her in months. But then on top of it all, I was complaining because, I paid $4 a gallon for gas. And she goes, oh, man, somebody needs to get on Reagan's ass.
She thinks Reagan's still running things. Boy.
And I think that should be the bit today. What did your grandma say this week?
what did your insane Alzheimer's...
Well, here's what you got to do, dude. You're handling it wrong by coddling her. What you got to do when she says get on Reagan's ass is you got to pick up either a pitcher of water or the bedpan and clang it off her teeth and say, Bush is president, stupid. You don't coddle the elderly.
Wait, Jimmy,
you can't.
Do you remember 5 minutes ago the advice you were giving Anthony?
I said it might make them feel better. However, if they are making political errors, you clang metal
They need
off
to be
their teeth.
corrected.
Must correct them.
Yes, physically.
Let's go to Spoon in Houston. Spoon, what's up? Spoon, go ahead.
Meow.
It's a good story. I don't want to lose Spoon.
No.
One more chance for Spoon. Friend and I visited an old person's home. Friend smacked an old person in the head. I want to know why you would smack an old person in the head at the old folks' home. He's going to have to call back. Let's go to Phil. Phil in Brooklyn. I disagree with Phil, but...
Anthony, you're being so selfish, man. I mean, my dad, he had Alzheimer's, for a while, and everybody said he wouldn't forget anything and everything, and then after a while, I thought the same way you did, and then I went and I saw him, and I was the only one who remembered.
Oh, yeah?
Think about all the ziti she made for you and all the stuff she put up. The least you could do is go see her.
But that's what I want to remember. See, I don't like remembering, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't like wakes or anything. I don't like seeing people in an open casket and things like that because I like remembering people the way they were when it was fun. The last image you have of people, that's the one that's going to stick in your friggin' head. Who needs that?
I understand what you're saying, but what do you know? Maybe you show up and she goes, maybe it was all worth it. Maybe now I could die with a smile on my face.
Oh, good. So me going there will kill her? No. How about she's just waiting to see me before she gives up her will to live. So why don't I just not go?
The experts say that old people do that. They wait to see everybody for the last time, and then they check out. So maybe she's sitting there like, when is he going to be here?
She's not going to check out. She doesn't feel well. She's old. She'll never leave that place.
Maybe she just wants to give you one last smack upside the head before she goes.
She never smacked me.
Because life is not all about...
I was sweet.
It's not all about pleasant memories. I mean, it's nice to have them.
There's enough unpleasant ones that are thrust upon you without any control whatsoever. At least this is one I can control.
Very true, but by controlling it...
Yeah, exactly.
By controlling it, we're not seeing it all. We're not seeing somebody. I mean, by controlling it... Not watching footage of something, but you never know. It could make someone feel
I understand it sounds very insensitive on my part, but actually I'm just being extremely selfish like I usually am.
No, this is different than your selfishness.
Yeah, I don't like this stuff.
I think it is. It's tough to see like family members in a tough spot.
Yeah. I had to see my grandmother when she was in the hospital. It stunk. I put nitroglycerin on her tongue. She had a heart attack. It was awful. It was awful. It's the last time I've seen someone... I think I couldn't handle it. I walked in the room.
Was it the medical kind or just the explosive kind? Then you slammed her jaw shut and blew her mouth off.
We were doing a bank job. When I went and saw Manny with this comedy seller, wasn't a relative. I was very close to him. He was in his 70s. He had brain cancer. I didn't want to go see him. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
God.
But you have to do it because it made Manny feel good to see everybody there, and we knew he was going to die soon, and he did.
To clean the pudding off his pillow.
It was just awful.
Wasn't he a jokester right to the end, too?
It's all right. If I give it out, I got to take it.
Yeah. He was a jokester right to the end, too, right? This is the owner of the Comedy Cellar, which is a great comedy club.
One of the funniest guys ever. Because he used to argue with this Iranian guy, Hood, who was a comedian. They would always go back and forth because Manny was Israeli. And Manny got brain cancer because he smoked pot his whole life. And
that'll give you brain cancer.
Yeah, apparently. Jesus. And he was laying there in the hospital, and he walked in, and Hood walked in, and Manny said, "It's funny. I always wish this on you." Which is,
that is funny. Gotta give him that.
He was a funny bastard, man.
All right, listen. Let's go to Mark in Carolina. We're trying to get this bit rolling. What did Grandma say this week? Yes, Mark.
Hey, when my grandmother was in the home, apparently she was reliving her life back in the early 20s, late teens, because everybody, white, black, it didn't matter, everybody was the N-word. And she would threaten to beat them if they didn't go clean the yard or go do this, and she even threatened a few to put them in shackles behind the house.
Where is she? I'll visit her.
And she kept asking about is so-and-so at the war. My uncle, great uncle, who was in World War I, kept asking, is he home yet? How's the war going? And then whenever the nurse would walk in and she'd go, oh, she's nice for a N-word.
Wow. Yeah, I guess they got to put up with that in those hospitals. It would be a good thing to get away with. So, you don't have any dementia whatsoever, and you just pop on and start using the N-word.
Thank you, boys.
All right, Mark, thank you. We got E-Rock in
child
studio.
has walked in the room.
Yeah.
What happened?
Hi,
Eric.
I have a story, but I'm going to need your help.
Oh, no.
I'm going to need the beat.
What is this? A duo? Oh, I thought we were doing a...
No, okay.
Martin and Lewis.
My grandmother had some kind of liver shutdown and was starting to lose her mind, so we came down to... She's dead. It doesn't matter. So we walk into the hospital, and I'm wearing these denim cargo shorts. And the first thing she says to me, and she screams, and she goes, "What are you doing wearing those shorts?" Really loud, so everyone in the hospital...
Hang them out to dry. I'm not going to beep them.
And she's like, "Weren't you raised better than that?"
I'm trying to think.
What are you doing wearing those shorts? What's wrong with shorts?
Those blind shorts. What?
The word that went in front of the shorts.
Stupid shorts? What's wrong with wearing shorts?
Fat boy shorts, people are saying.
Piggy neck shorts?
Mayonnaise shorts.
Girls shorts.
Short
Martin shorts.
Retard shorts. They're all coming up. Incompetent shorts.
Soon to be fired shorts.
Small pee-pee shorts. Garlic butter shorts.
Cinnamon bun shorts.
Oh, boy, do they come up with them.
Garlic butter shorts.
Tardy shorts.
Wow, E-Rock.
Why are you wearing
Blubber shorts?
Nice.
Poor E-Rock just comes in to contribute.
Why would you put yourself out there like that?
You put yourself out there. Failure shorts.
Well, I missed the blubber bit, so I figured I'd chime in on this one.
Yeah.
Well. What shorts?
Shorts that a certain ethnic group might wear.
Queer?
N-word shorts.
Yes.
Okay.
You could have said
so
N-word.
you could say the N-word.
All right.
You just can't say the N-word.
Cargo pants shorts.
Yeah.
Garlic butter shorts.
He wears cargo ship shorts.
Yeah.
It's amazing how fast they just attack.
Oh, they didn't even wait. Not even a hesitation.
When E-Rock puts on cargo pants, he can actually haul cargo.
He's got little tractor trailer rims in his pants.
Hey, Alex in Jersey. How are you, buddy?
Hey,
Alex!
Hey.
Young Alex.
Jimmy?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so this is like 2 years ago. My grandmother had Alzheimer's. Mom had moved her into the house to stay with us, to take care of her. And I came up to her bed one day, and I saw her, really, licking the roof of her mouth, really in there. And it looked almost like she couldn't breathe, kind of. So I opened up her mouth a little bit. And she had been digging inside a hole in a goose-down blanket we had and was just stuffing feathers in her mouth.
She was eating the blanket.
She was eating feathers. Her whole mouth was just lined with feathers.
Where's the angel of death nurse when your grandma's doing that?
Yeah.
She should just have a slight twist to the nose when it's all over.
But well, either she's Jimmy Durante or somebody killed her. Wait a minute. Did you eat any of the feathers? Wouldn't it be funny, though, if all of a sudden you realized feathers tasted exactly like chocolate?
They're delicious.
None of us have ever eaten feathers.
Yeah.
It took a crazy old woman.
All right, let's go to Boston. Good morning to everybody listening on BCN. It's Kathy. How are you,
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, hi, guys. I know it's going to be hard, Anthony, but you've got to go. And if she asks you the tough questions like, where's Grandpa Joe? You just say he's not here right now. You never know what she could have a whole conversation with you that turns out to be really fascinating. She could tell you about God only knows what.
Yeah, exactly. Laying there, the ceiling, how the paint is chipping.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what you do is you tell her, she goes, where's Grandpa Joe? Say, well, he's having an affair. Or he was brought up on child molesting charges. You can have a ball in that place.
Oh,
actually.
couldn't you have some fun?
Oh, my God.
I want to go in someone else's room and tell them I'm their grandchildren and just make up stories.
Old black people.
You don't remember me?
You're my grandson? Yes.
The interesting part about Alzheimer's is that their inhibitions are gone.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to go from room to room and have them change all their wills.
Well, no, you change the sign on the door.
Oh, look at that.
So they don't know who the people are. They're just talking to the wrong old people. Because at that age, they all look the same.
Or just lead one out of one room and have them sit in another and have them talk to each other. Tell them it's your kid.
I'm your grandson.
They just sit there for hours battling.
They both think, wow, you look like crap. That's funny. Just
That would be
babbling.
great. Oh, you're my grandson. You're my grandson. You're my grandmother.
Exactly. Old satin pillow heads.
Does your mom want you to go in?
She hasn't brought it up to me. She hasn't said yes or no. She tells me, what it's like when she goes.
And she's not.
And it's like,
she's not painting a pretty picture, is she?
Nah, she says, sometimes she has some wacky things, and she's got to tell her, no, Mom, she's been dead for years. What are you talking about? Snap to it.
So you know what you do? You say you want to remember them as they were. Like that's why wakes are depressing. What I do is whenever I see old people in a home, I actually will have a coffin brought in, and they have to sleep in that. And then I just get used to seeing them like that.
That's the way you see them.
Exactly. So this way when I go to their wake, I don't feel bad. I'm like, you again.
That's brilliant. Just instead of a bed, buy your grandma a coffin. And then when, even though she's not in a home yet, just for years she could sleep in that, and you get used to it.
My goal is, I wish I would have thought of this, but when my grandmother died, I wanted to dress her up like one of the guys in Devo. Play Whip It really loud. People would be like, what happened? What is this?
Hey, we're going to try to squeeze Spoon in before we take a break. He was the one with the friend that smacked the old lady.
Oh.
Spoon in Houston. How are you, buddy?
Good evening.
Good evening. Oh.
All right. We were probably about 13, 14 years old, out skateboarding around. We just stopped off at an old folks home just for the goof. We go into one lady's room, and we tell them that we were her grandchildren. And she got all happy and sappy and whatnot, started squeezing her cheek, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, my friend goes around behind her, takes her glasses, starts messing with her little pigtail, and then just, as Jimmy said, was corrected.
Mm-hmm.
So, needless to say, we got out of that room before she started hitting the help button and going to another old lady's room, visit her. She starts taking her pants down and walking towards the bathroom, wanting us to wipe her butt.
Oh. See?
Yeah, it was pretty awful.
Your story is just making me sad.
Yeah.
That's what you have to see. Those visits will do that.
Yeah.
Can you help me? I have to go to the water closet. And then you help them up, and they're already going. You want to see that?
No. Let's go to JC. He's 13 years old.
Hey, boys.
How are you?
My grandma thought my friend was a hooker.
Come on.
How old's your grandma? 35?
Yeah, exactly.
No, she's 80 and had a heart attack.
Wow. 80.
And what, you got a little lady that she thinks is a hooker?
No, friend of mine. He's a guy.
Oh.
A gigolo.
But he's not, because she's crazy. Is she really, crazy? Does she live in a home?
No, she's not crazy. She just sometimes spaces out.
Wow, thought your guy friend was a hooker? That's a little odd.
Yeah.
Aren't you a little bastard?
All right, thank you, JC.
Later.
All right, now, boys.
You're the reason we're ending the bit. Thank you. And we're going to take a break.
Rightio.
And we have a I need attention story after the break. I love these I need attention stories. Opie and Anthony, stay there. What is this, Imus in the Morning?
Yeah. Imus in the Morning program. Yeah. N-word, N-word, N-word. N-word. Can't believe.
Because once you start removing words, other ones follow. Asians say that this is like that one. Retarded people, or advocates for retarded say retards like that, or midgets say midget. It's like once you allow one word to be taken out, everyone has a reason. You understand? Everyone has a reason as to why what they say is okay, and what you want to say isn't. Everyone's a fraud.
You know what's interesting about the N-word phenomenon is you could say it. You could say N-word, N-word. News uses it. N-word, N-word. Not the real N-word, just saying N-word. And you're supposed to say that because it's not offensive. If I walked up to a black person and said, "Hey, N-word, get out of my way," or "Hey, N-word, how you doing?" You get your ass handed to you.
Better hope his name is Nate.
You'd get your ass handed to you because it has now replaced the word.
Of course.
It's replaced the word so much in society that it, in turn, becomes just as offensive to people that are offended by the original word.
And watch what happens. They will try to get rid of the N-word, saying the N-word.
Yeah, and then what do you
know
call
what I mean?
it?
Well, then
Go back to the original one.
It's the word formerly known as, like, what Prince did.
Right.
Yeah, just a symbol. You can't speak it.
But that's where this is heading.
A white person with a black fist in his face.
It'll start with, like, the mainstream media. We're not going to use the term N-word anymore.
Yeah. We can't say it.
It's Opie and Anthony, by the way. We got a story. I personally love and hate these type of stories. Love the story, hate the person. It's the I need attention story.
Attention whore?
These stories hit the news from time to time. It's something that hit last week, but we were very, very busy. And we were going to blow it off, but it goes... It's just these people that are looking for just attention.
Me.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Quick, how many Big Macs can one man eat in 36 years? Apparently, the answer is 23,000. Don Gorski of Wisconsin says it's his obsessive-compulsive disorder that drove him to eat Big Macs day after day after day. His self-proclaimed pleasurable obsession began in May of 1972. Since then, Gorski has kept every burger receipt in a box, so he says. He also used to order fries every day until the 80s, but began to cut back on those in the 90s, now eating them only once a month. His routine consists of 2 Big Macs and 2 parfaits a day, and a 10-mile walk. But the 54-year-old hasn't downed a Big Mac every day since starting his burger binge. He failed to satisfy his Big Mac attack in total just 8 days out of nearly 40 years. So when does Gorski plan to stop his daily habit?
The wife made a comment that she says when she's got to put him in a blender, it's over.
How great would it be if, like, he got shot and he tried to bleed and his blood just kind of stopped in there?
Oh, I would love to just burn his receipts. I've kept all the receipts.
Because he's looking for...
For what?
Because he's looking for attention. He wants to be interviewed. It's all about him and his dumb burger eating obsession. It's not an obsession. It's I want people to notice me.
I would agree with you if he had been doing this for 2 years. But 40... This guy is nuts. He's really... Why are you saving the receipts? No one wants to see them.
Jimmy, do you think this guy, I don't know, likes Big Macs?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Might be hacky, but it makes me laugh every time.
No.
I just... Me.
I know.
That's what OCD is. Me. And it's in my family, sorry. So, I'm allowed to. See, I'm like a black person. I can talk about the N-word. Because it affects my family, but I really believe a lot of it has to do with me.
I want to, I really hope my insurance covers my operation. It's like $10,000 for everything.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate the insurance people.
It should... What's your deductible?
$40,000.
$40,000
My insurance is a nickel a year. $40,000 deductible. It only covers if I fall out of a plane. Because they're scumbags and they're vultures. They're vultures.
How about it's also work-related? You needed that for your job.
And it wasn't cosmetic, and it wasn't...
Of course. We can all see that.
I think they want the photos. Maybe the lady didn't submit the right paperwork. Like, you can't
photos?
Of my nose, the x-rays and stuff.
Oh.
You know, to make sure that I did have the septum. I guess that's fair.
Just don't pay them. What are they going to do? Put all that crap back in your nose?
Wouldn't that be great if a judge made me go and have my awful septum?
They saved it.
Can I tell you, though, I got to say my life is changed. I'm sleeping. I'm going to give the guy's name. And I wasn't going to do it in case something went wrong. But I'll plug him because he was Dr. Charles Kimmelman. He's an odd man. Looks a little like a Simpsons character. But the guy changed my life.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows with an N what he's doing. I sleep every day now. I can nap.
That's great.
If I could just get off the porn, my life would be
wow.
a real person.
You're almost there, Jimmy. You're almost there.
Changed my life.
I got to tell you, why do we even pay like health insurance at this point? Why? Because every time you do have some kind of issue, and you submit the paperwork, they're always saying, "No, that's not covered. This ain't covered." it's getting ridiculous.
Well, he's out of network. Well, the guy I went to because honestly, he's in all these Best Doctor in New York magazine covers and stuff. I mean, he invented the gel that they use instead of packing, so you don't have to pack your nose. He's like one of those guys. So I wanted to go to a guy.
I wonder what it is. I invented this.
Yes.
Put it up your nose.
I had 2 knee marks on my shoulders. But you want to go to somebody who's really good to dig inside your face.
Yeah.
I breathe a lot. I breathe a lot.
Yeah. You
and
tend
so I
to do it every
one
day.
of the best guys. It's like, what's the problem? You're not going to send me to some network nerd who did this once in college.
Yeah, you want the best.
God, I hate the insurance people.
It's scary enough to go under and have an operation. So, yeah, like Ann said, you at the very least, you want to try to find the best one at it, right?
But then again, maybe I just didn't submit the right paperwork, or maybe that stuff has to be
Sometimes they work it out in the end, Jimmy, so.
That's why the universal health care will be so good. You'll be able to, get the best doctor and that's right, you won't.
Well, you'll always have the option of doing it like you do now. You'll probably be able to go out of network and pay, instead of covering 80%, they'll cover 40% or whatever. You'll probably always have that option.
Exactly. They cover 40%.
But they'd cover a higher percent with...
what if your bills are in the, hundreds of thousands of dollars for something cataclysmic?
Well, then you'd probably have network doctors, quote unquote, that you'd go to that they'd cover 80 or 90% of. I'm guessing.
Horrid. Socialized medicine.
But it's more for people who can't afford anything. Do you like that? Michael Moore did a great a great special. Sicko was good, man. It really was. Yeah, it was a great special.
I thought it was a little Michael Moore biased, but
very biased. But you can't argue certain things. The insurance people are scumbags.
Oh, I'll never deny that. They suck. Believe me.
They want to say no to you. They want to turn you down. They don't care about you. They don't care about the guy who had to choose which finger to have put back on his hand. It's like, ugh.
They're all in cahoots too with the doctors and everything. It's just a big mess.
Hey, let's say hi to Danielle. Danielle, what's up?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hi.
Well, I really miss you guys, and I'm calling from Maine, and I had to run an errand this morning, so I called to listen to you on hold. Pretty lame, huh?
Oh, that's nice.
We were on at Maine, huh?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
on a Citadel station?
One of the Citadel
stations,
stations, yeah.
It's so lame up here. I really don't know what I'm doing up here.
Well, go get the satellite.
Yeah.
I know. I have no excuses for that I haven't.
Yeah, go get the satellite.
Oh, shut up! It's a commercial for satellite radio. What are you doing?
I don't know who's running the radio waves up here, but they also cut off my Mike Gallagher, my Neil Bork show, my Fox News.
Do you listen?
You like Neil
Bork? Your
Bork?
toes? Do you like music at all? Neil Bork?
I like music, but I love talk radio.
Neil
I do.
Bork's
I love
a
talk
douche. Neil Bork's is a curmudgeon.
He's great to listen to. I love
He's a
it.
stick in the mud.
Is he? I don't even know.
He's a dick.
I've never heard his show, to be honest.
I didn't either.
They're all dicks. Laura Ingraham, I love it.
Oh, enough with her, too.
Laura Ingraham.
Enough of that dope. And Dr. Laura Schlesinger. I despise Laura Schlesinger.
I do love music, but I like to listen to talk radio more, and I'm really pissed off that they took you off.
Go and take on the day. You know who says that? Dr. Laura Schlesinger.
Yeah.
Sure.
It also
Who do I call and bitch about it to?
It also seems like you like hearing yourself talk, too.
Yeah.
You certainly are a babbler.
A little observation. You might want to start your own talk show.
Who do you call and talk to? Fareed.
Yeah, Fareed. Fareed's hiding.
Yes, he's hanging out with that Mr. Fund.
What do you do up there in Maine? I hear women not too attractive up in Maine.
I live in the country. I'm a city girl, and I live in the country, and I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing up here, but I have my own business. I do glass, and I ride snowmobiles and
artsy fartsy hippie girl.
Yeah, artsy fartsy girl.
So wait, so you're not from Maine originally?
No, I grew up in Buffalo, New York. Actually,
Maine girls are so ugly. Normally, they actually have a system in Maine. Yes, they're horrible.
Dude, you go.
All right, it's all about you. Go ahead. I wasn't making a point. Go right ahead. I apologize. I didn't mean to.
How lonely are you up there?
Wow, is she lonely?
Neil Borch is probably still on. You just can't hear him because you're talking so much.
Right.
I know. Well, I'm excited. I haven't talked to you guys in forever.
Well, guess what? The audience isn't excited that you're on our phone, but
Do you shave under your arms?
Beat me up.
Do you shave under your arms?
Yes, I do.
That
Yes,
can
I
be
do.
sexy when a girl does that.
No, never.
I've had a couple dominatrixes who had hairy arms, and I licked their armpits clean.
Very little, like if a day goes by where they don't shave and there's a little stubble, it could be cute every so often, but
no
friggin' big hairy man armpits.
You're just licking
Stop
like
it.
hairy armpits?
If there was
greasy, hairy armpits?
It's a woman, though. It's a weird...
Jimmy.
There's something that it depends on the chemistry of the girl, but I've had that a couple times.
We're not going to find many that are into that.
You won't. I don't like
That's a
hairy
rough
legs.
one.
They're disgusting.
No,
Hairy anything is disgusting. Even hairy armpits I don't like. Only occasionally as a form of kink with a certain dom.
Yeah. All right.
Interesting.
There was a day.
Okay.
There was a day when I was
specific.
18 living in Oregon that I didn't shave my armpits.
Oregon. I knew you were from somewhere like that. You have Pacific Northwest written all over you.
You hear it?
Eugene,
Yeah.
Oregon.
All right. Thank you,
What you
Danielle.
I'm out of
All right.
touch with the common man.
All right, we got to go to Connecticut. Chris?
Yeah, now, Anthony,
Yes, sir.
now, you used to be a common person,
Uh-huh.
but, now you're sitting there with your pretty paycheck, and now whenever you talk something political, you're out of touch, man.
I'm out of
You're
touch.
not one of us anymore. You're one of those Republicans sitting high up in your perch, just out of touch with the common person.
How
is... We talk about health care or politics, and when Mel Karmer's lets you go, then we'll see where you stand.
How am I out of touch with the common person just because I do well and I've made I'm kind of a success story here in myself. I'm kind of a success story, but I vividly remember what it was like to work very hard for a living and pay the taxes that I did pay and have health insurance and I have to pay for that. I remember all that stuff. It sucked.
What about the guys you left behind, though? That's what he's getting at.
They were idiots.
Where's the guys that left you behind? The guys that you left behind. Don't you want them to be okay in this new world? Or you don't care?
No, you know what it is? I was fine. I was okay. I was stupid and got married. That was dumb. But for the most part, I had a hell of a lot of fun when I was, working for a living and barely scraping by. I still managed to have a good time and make sure, most stuff was paid for. But then there are things that I realized, when you started getting a little older, like I couldn't afford, unfortunately. There's just, it's no idea with being, it has nothing to do with me losing touch with the common man. Believe me, I'm a lot more common than you know.
Anthony's rubbish.
I am. I'm complete Long Island white trash. I suck. Any day of the week, you could find me swigging beer in my backyard. Yeah. That's it.
Oh, in your backyard?
Yes, just like the common man. Light my 20 tiki torches.
Yeah, you're downplaying your house by
you know
saying
what?
in my backyard.
I'm in the backyard because the Mexicans are cleaning my house. Now what? I'm the common man.
What about the people you left behind? I think about the people.
Who the hell did I leave behind?
And you gotta hope that they're doing okay.
They're all. I left
bills?
no one behind. Oh, every single one of them, an albatross around my neck.
Really?
Of course.
I know you're lying.
Who
You
did I
go
leave
back.
behind? Let me
You
think.
go back to the shop every once in a while and say hi to the boys.
I do that every so often.
Don't you want to know they're doing
Drop
okay
in,
and
wave
they could
as
afford
I pass by?
They could afford their health insurance and they could fill up their tanks with some gas and pay their bills.
That's what I did.
Don't you worry about them though.
But I did that. It's possible. You can do it. It's not like I'm saying that people can't do it and they should be screwed. Ugh. I'm just talking about socialized programs. I don't like socialism.
But see, Anthony Obama will help your old...
Obama is a socialist. He is a socialist with an agenda that we're not going to see until he puts his hand on that Bible and takes the oath if he wins the election. Then we'll see his agenda. Then we'll see Mr. Community Organizer come out, and it's going to be screw whitey and social programs for everybody except white people.
Rich white people.
No, even middle class. What are you kidding? He'll be so preoccupied taking care of the poor and the lower class.
That's what I mean. He's going to take care of everybody except for rich white people.
No. What about the middle class people? I'm even including African Americans in there. There are plenty of hardworking middle-class African American families that are going to be screwed by Obama's, let me take care of everybody in the country. Right. Let me make sure everybody's equal and taken care of, and it's like the Soviet Union.
Well, it'll never get to that point.
Oh, it won't?
He's just going to help a little bit. He's going to help the guys that you left behind.
I hate any form of socialism. This country is like the lottery. You come over here, and it's a scratch ticket. Sometimes you lose, and you got to end up in a gutter with a bottle of booze.
But I do agree with, I don't like socialism either, but it was just funny the examples you're giving of what a bum Obama is. You're like, everybody's going to be equal and taken care of. Like,
yes.
Those are like good things.
No, it's not, though.
Everyone's
That's not what this country is. People assume this country is supposed to be, you come here and you're taken care of. It's not. The truth of the matter is there's hard work. There's a lot of friggin' luck involved, a lot of luck. And it's not a place where everyone is taken care of. That's been the biggest problem with this goddamn country. Thank you. You come here, or you're born in this country. There are certain opportunities given to you that are given to everybody in this day and age. And you use this country and those resources to the best of your ability to build yourself up and achieve what is known as the American dream. Once you're there, enjoy it. But not everyone's going to get there. And you shouldn't have to tear down the person that achieved that American dream to a certain level so you can bring up a person that did not achieve that level. This is not what America's based on. There's no guarantees in America. This isn't a country of guarantees. You want that? Go to a socialist nation. You come to this country, or you are born into this country, to make the best of yourself. Sometimes you work very hard and nothing pans out. That is also part of this country. So don't give me, I've lost touch with the common man. There are no guarantees in America. Thank you.
Let me ask you this, Anthony.
And I am picking my vice presidential candidate.
If you were
old big tongue,
if you were still a tin knocker,
yes,
would you vote for Obama?
No.
There you go.
Because it would have been coming out of my eyeball. I would be a hardworking guy trying to save some money, and I'd be getting screwed because I wouldn't even fall into his goddamn category. I'd still be considered rich, probably. What if? Because I'm able to afford a roof over my head.
All right. What if Obama was white and you were a teen?
Oh, in a second I'd vote for him. I'm teasing, of course. I'm just saying it's too close, if not socialism. It's too close to it.
But I have to clarify something too.
Oh, okay. Test came back negative?
No.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that. That's right. Positive with acting lessons. How you can look and go, no, I'm fine. How come I don't get the American music when I'm going to make a good point?
Oh, you haven't made the point yet.
Excellent point.
Valid point. I hit that button when Ant's like, you can tell he's on a roll. We're waiting for you to be on a roll there, Jimmy.
But I was going to say that... No, when I say to being taken care of, I don't mean handouts for bums. But I mean, like, the way we spend money in this country is so irritating, is that we're very selective in what we do with it.
Yeah.
We're not consistent. It's like we give so much foreign aid, and we give so much money to people in other countries, and then there's people here who don't. That's what I'm talking about. That's not socialism, to want people here who do work hard, who just have got some bad breaks, who can't afford it to be able to get health care. I don't think that's socialist. Socialist is if you're a doctor, you're making the same as a guy who works at a pharmacy or who works digging ditches, for lack of a better example.
What do you think socialized medicine will be?
I think if it's done right, it would just guarantee that people who really can't afford to get things done are able to get things done.
People are able to go into an emergency room and get health care in this country. You can't be denied. You can't, exactly. So if you can't afford health insurance and you have a problem, you take your little child or yourself to the emergency room. They will get health care.
But you can't get tests like whether it's your prostate checked or your colon or whatever these things are. You can't get the tests for that unless you have the insurance for $1,000 to get tested to see if you might, those little preventative medicine things that keep you from walking in with a lump the size of a basketball on your testicles going, I think there's a problem, doctor.
Good point. Good point, Jimmy.
So it's almost like
good point for Jimmy.
Good point. I'm going to give one to Jimmy there.
I'm not talking about
if it's an emergency, you'll be able to be taken care of. But
I mean, basic things like why would we want to spend our money on like helping people who are legitimate as Americans?
Prevention, Jimmy. Prevention.
Well, a better way to do that is a restructuring and a realistic view of insurance companies. That's the problem. Not getting turning our country into a socialist nation with socialized health care like Canada. I'm talking about restructuring insurance companies so that it can be affordable to people, and they're not given health care. They still must pay for a product, but they are given affordable health care.
Okay, fine.
That they still have to pay for.
Well, I don't.
For God's sake, God and country's sake, and guns.
But no.
I think this is a biased debate.
It really is. Boy, I'm really getting the tar and feathering.
And gotta be no more on Jimmy's side. But it's too much fun to play this role right now. Go ahead, Jimmy.
But I say that, but no, man, medicine's good.
Medicine.
Everybody likes an aspirin. But no, I just think that we spend so much money wastefully. I don't think it's crazy to want people to get that stuff done.
Money is wasted.
Like these Wall Street... I feel bad for a lot of people that lost their jobs, but these scumbags that we've been protecting who are allowed to walk out with $300 million. I mean, like, we've allowed that in this country. We're such a nation of dopes. I'm not a bleeding heart liberal or a socialist, but when I see some scumbag who has been doing nothing but digging in people's pockets for all those years, and he can somehow loophole out with $300 million, he should be shot.
Yeah,
we're dummies for allowing it to happen.
That's not good. I'll agree with that. Not good.
So it's like, it's very easy. And as far as the insurance companies, believe me, all should be firebombed. But doctors have to have insurance because people are so happy.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that drives up their cost. A lot of stuff needs restructuring before we go to socialism, because Obama, his plan is to take care of it the other way, which I see as socialism. And what you brought up before, the amount of money this country spends, especially on other countries. I know Bush, during his first term, doled out so much money for AIDS in Africa. And it was directly under pressure from a group saying that not enough is being done, blah, blah, blah. I think it was during an election year for his second term. And just a lot of money going over there. Useless. Useless. It's still a mess over there. You're not going to take care of AIDS in Africa. I'm sorry. It ain't going to happen, no matter how many millions and billions we pump over there. Warlords take the money. They take the medicine. It ends up in people's hands that it was never intended. And until there's some kind of legitimate governments in these little countries over there, I say no aid goes over there. None. Until you could speak to the leader without going...
No aid for AIDS.
No aid for AIDS in Africa.
All right.
In any African nation that doesn't have a stable government that can distribute this wealth that we're giving over there, because it's going to weapons so they could kill each other for genocide. That's where it's going.
All right, calm down.
What?
Pompadour wannabe. Listen.
What wannabe?
Pompadour wannabe. Listen.
Pompadour.
What's Pompadour
wannabe? Let me
wannabe?
ask you a question. How did you feel about Ronald Reagan?
I thought Ronald Reagan was fantastic.
He was a knucklehead.
Why?
They gave you the trickle-down theory, and once they gave our tax dollars to bail out those companies, they took the jobs overseas. It never trickled down. You know, and we're bailing out these companies like it's going out of style. And the money that they give to the poor people, it's not even 1%. Stop the nonsense.
The money they give to the poor people, it's not even 1%.
Poor and the working class, these are tax dollars that they're misallocating around the world to nonsense. You know, you like
so restructure.
$10 trillion in debt for this war with this knucklehead in the White House.
I'll agree with that one.
Look at where the problems really are.
I'll agree with you on that one, my friend.
Yeah, you're chronically white, man.
Yeah, I'm chronically white. Thank God in heaven. Thank Jesus. Thank everyone that made me chronically white. Although I'm half Sicilian, so hey, my brother.
So bad.
Yeah, my brother.
You can't
I'm half Sicilian too. So
you're fighting more than Opie. Opie is comfortable with his whiteness, but you're crazy. You're out of your mind, man.
You, my friend, are terminally black.
Sure.
You are. You look at things the way your leaders tell you to, and you don't open your eyes.
No.
Assimilate!
Listen, knucklehead, here's what's happening.
I'm not calling you a derogatory term. I don't like knucklehead. Say the N-word, even though it's a K.
I make the rules, you listen, all right? Here's the deal.
You make the rules on the phone. Thank God we do everywhere else.
All right, Anthony, he called you a knucklehead. You're allowed to call him something. You can't go with the,
All right.
It's a biggie, but it has to be on par with knucklehead.
All right, knucklehead.
Did you just say your rule everywhere else?
Hold on there, Dan.
Yes, all right.
Yes, he did.
Hold on, Anthony's going to call you. We're going down a minute.
Poopy head.
Oh, no.
Under the occupation.
Sir? Sir? You really need to open your eyes to the way this country works, and actually, and no. I mean, put your blackness in your back pocket for a minute.
I think anytime anybody gets a little money,
how come I can't talk?
Sir, you really, as much as I actually agree with you right now, you really got to give Ann a chance to respond just so you can demolish him.
You need to put your blackness in your back pocket for a few minutes. Look at this country and what it is and has to offer, and use it as a tool, not some kind of devil-run society that's looking to keep you down.
Nobody said that.
No, nobody said that.
But
Excuse me.
Let me say something to you.
All right.
There's people that outright said they would not vote for Obama because he's black. They couldn't bring him.
And there are people that will only vote for him because he is black.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
For 232 years, we've been voting white, man. And nobody's had a problem. And let me tell you something, ain't nobody been in there but white people.
Right.
They call it the White House.
No, I think it's because the building is white.
I thought you were a comedian, fella.
Yeah, Anthony.
I'm being literal Anthony.
What's wrong with you, man? He was just trying to have fun with you.
Jesus.
He's kidding.
I'm sorry, Danny.
The jokes, all right?
All right. Oh, silly me. Jesus.
Yeah, your day was over in the 80s, man.
Stupid.
All right, listen,
Doesn't
Danny.
get my joke.
We like this Danny guy. You should call the show more often.
No, you shouldn't.
Yes.
Oh, go buy a new phone card so you can call the show.
He doesn't have a phone.
He's got a phone card.
Danny, what do you do for a living?
Jimmy, you the best, man.
Thank you.
Danny, what do you do for a living?
You should hear the racist stuff that comes out of Jimmy's mouth during breaks and after the show.
Hey.
He hates your people.
I certainly do not.
Yeah. I'm kidding, of course.
I'm after your job.
You're not a radio host, not with that voice.
Are you really?
Yeah, because Amp's day was over in the early 90s. He ain't been funny since he did the old guy at the phone booth.
Oh, yeah, I know. That was funny. At least I'm still drawing a check, though.
Otherwise, they wouldn't need little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy. Don't try to pit us. Me and Jimmy are lovers. Don't try to pit us against each other.
Well, you know, Dan, you raise a good point.
I wouldn't be surprised, Amp. I wouldn't be surprised at you, but I think little Jimmy got options.
Yeah.
All right, Danny, get out.
I do. I either show up here or I don't pay my rent.
Shut up! You're getting me angry.
Hold on.
I have sex with 20-year-olds.
Don't get mad at me.
Hey, quiet a second.
Exactly. Hold on. And if they're not available, two 10-year-olds.
You did a line once. Little Jimmy.
Hey, Danny, we went from liking you to hating you.
Little Jimmy, you did a line once on television, I forget what show, about the guy's face being pressed into the brand new couch. Listen, that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard.
Oh, that right, when you were picking out a couch. I remember that bit. That was very funny.
That was a true story about a comedian I know. And
that was too funny.
Danny, we can agree that Jimmy is funny. And it ends there.
But as far as Anthony, now we all know that, and this is hard to say, but he is probably the funniest guy I know.
Well,
you know, translating it over the radio is different.
Now you gotta say.
I hate this guy. All that's going through my head right now is the N-word.
Why?
See what happens? See what happens?
You know what? Danny's kind of funny.
I'm teasing. I like Danny.
Minorities got better things to do than come in your house with you and your gun.
Are you kidding? I see it on the news every day. You're blind. Home invasions every day in Nassau. Had it with you.
Nobody's coming to your
Had it with you. No, they're not coming to my house because I'm armed. I'm an armed citizen. Legally, Danny. Not like you and your buddies. And turn the gun the right way.
Anthony's 70 years old. You and your buddies.
You and your cronies.
You and your cronies.
That's why you hit so many of your innocent children. Turn the gun up so the sight is facing the proper way. What are you doing? Don't hold the Glock sideways, you dummy.
It's a good thing that Stern left the air so Anthony keeps a job.
I was on the air for many years when Stern was on the air, dummy.
Yeah, we're all going to be on Sirius XM together.
You stupid.
Oh, that's his job.
You effing.
Danny got a little mad at
You
you.
son of a bitch. You moronic.
We're going to keep the mics on during the break so people can hear what you're really about.
I don't think Danny even likes me that much. I think he tolerates me, but he was just really mad at you.
It's all right, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know. He really didn't like me.
But no, I didn't believe it.
No.
All right, why don't we take
I would
a break?
take it in a second and rub it in. But I just didn't believe it.
We're going to do a little cleaning up next. It's Opie and Anthony and the star of our little show, Jimmy Norton. Opie and Anthony. Hey, we got Danny back on the line.
Oh, great.
My new favorite caller. Danny, what's going on, buddy?
Favorite caller.
Danny.
Anthony, don't get your panties in a bunch.
My panties in a bunch?
Yeah, little Jimmy, that was legitimate, man. I can't wait to see you translate to the big screen, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're going to knock them all out.
Thank you.
Yeah, huh?
I got to go. I got to get to work.
No, you don't. Stop lying.
Oh, he's gone. I'm obsessed with Danny. All right.
I picture what he looks like. You only get a picture of people of callers.
Yeah.
But I picture a guy who looks like Isaiah Whitlock Jr., who was from The Wire. He was the shiesty senator from The Wire.
Oh, okay.
Like just an older black guy, a little heavy, not fat. I could be completely wrong. That's who I picture. I don't know why I'm saying that.
Well, because
I have pictures of all of our callers.
All of y'all, you have pictures in your head? Do you really like pictures? I do too.
Sure. Like the one who's the lady that calls a psychologist.
Lydia from Oceanside.
I picture her as being kind of matronly with a big dopey hairdo.
She's probably really hot.
Yeah, she probably wears mini skirts and she shaves everything. Can't wear thongs because certain things are just too meaty.
She's a psychologist. She probably bangs all her patients.
Jesus. That's some accusations you're making there.
What? You said to visualize the listeners, and that's what I think about her. I think she's doing some naughty things.
Naughty.
Yes. We got this.
You know, I used to serve fast food as a treat, but now fast food is more than a once-in-a-while thing. That's why I serve Kentucky Fried Chicken more and more. The kids love it, and I know they're eating well. It's made from the highest quality chicken, cooked with the Colonel's finger-licking good recipe of 11 herbs and spices. It's so nice. You know, it is nice to feel so good about a meal. So good about
What about the Earl?
Those commercials.
But what about the oil?
that.
They're trying to say that Kentucky Fried Chicken's good for you.
After you eat
That's
it,
what they were saying back then,
you
yeah.
can squeeze that chicken over your gas tank and drive with it.
That used to be my go-to hangover food, KFC.
It's good.
Love the KFC.
I bet Danny calls back to defend this.
I would
But
love
how
to
can you
eat
say
some.
that it's good for you?
It's not. Compared to a bullet. or a freight train running over your legs. Or an anvil, it's healthy.
I miss the days when there were no rules. You could just go on TV and go, yeah, KFC, it's good for you. Eat up, kids. We'll worry about that heart thing in about 40 years.
There was no KFC growing up. It was Kentucky Fried Chicken. But they don't like the word fried became really a buzzword for unhealthy. So then they just switch it to KFC. A rose by any other name will still clog your arteries.
You know who you have to blame for that, right?
Who?
The black people.
Whoa, I don't think so.
I think they hipped it up a little bit and made it KFC.
Hipped it up like Mickey D's.
Mickey D's.
That's another thing.
McDonald's.
So dull just calling it McDonald's.
Right.
That's why I only call it Mickey D's.
So you got to thank the black community for something. They're making things a lot hipper.
You thank them for a lot.
Yeah.
Made plenty of contributions to the country. I'm being honest.
Do you know what George Washington Carver
Don't even get me started. I did a report on him.
Did you?
No.
What did I say? Did you?
Did it on, what's his name?
Goebbels?
Bowie knife guy.
What?
Yeah, from the Alamo. I had to deliver an oral report. Get your jokes out. We had to deliver oral reports on somebody from history, people from history. So I did mine as what the hell's his first name? What?
Risen P. Bowie.
Rock?
No,
Is Stunt Brain wrong again?
it's got to be the Bowie knife guy from
David.
No, he's the half a fruit singer. Jim Bowie or Bowie. It's Bowie.
It's David's brother. Yes.
Right.
Yes, James.
Yeah.
Why would they call him Jim Bowie? Jim in parentheses. Jim Bowie.
I call him James Jim Norton every day.
Right.
Never noticed that?
He actually holds his hands up like parentheses. You can't see that because we're in the city, but he'll actually hold up little parentheses.
Right. But I had to do an oral report and dress up like him and go in front of my class and tell who you were in first person. Hi, I'm Jim Bowie.
That's what the crowd should have given you.
Yeah, that's what they should have given me. But I'd talk about how I was at the Alamo and I used to carry a big knife and it's still named after me and it was really embarrassing to have to do that.
How'd you dress?
I had like a kind of buckskin jacket with the fringe on the sleeves.
Also known as your Joe Namath fur coat.
No, not a fur coat.
Did you change your fur coat into a buckskin?
Jim Bowie wouldn't have worn that.
All right.
Bowie, whatever his name was. Anyway, and I had to, I wore like a bandana thing around the neck and a hat, kind of looking frontierish. I had to look frontierish. And I actually was able to bring in my father's Bowie knife, which I had on my belt, which would have absolutely gotten you arrested now. But, hey, I'm just bringing this in. I would have gone as somebody else in history had it been now.
Had he existed yet?
Are you saying I went to school in the 20s for the teens?
A lot of good this dumb knife did the guy. He only made it to 40 years old.
Yeah, he died of...
he died at the Alamo.
Yeah, at the Alamo, but he was really sick, too. It wasn't... Oh, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
You okay, Grandpa?
Was that a cough or a fart?
Both.
A fart cough.
Something in my body had to leave immediately. They sent it out both exits. There's fire in the building.
Stephen S. from Bayshore, our bandana around the neck. Aunt was dressed just like Charles Nelson Riley.
Oh, I'm David Bowie. Jim Bowie, whatever. Yes. Closer to David.
Well, now Jimmy's an idiot. That's why I stay out of this political discussion. I skate, my friends. Tom, what do you got?
You skate?
I skate. I just go, I don't care either way. And then you get to skate.
Tom,
Charlotte. How are you, buddy?
Oh, Charlotte.
Tom, gave you the big intro and everything. Where are you? What happened?
Right here, you got me?
Yeah, what happened?
Hello?
Tom.
Hello?
Yo, Tom. You're on the air.
Hello? Little Jimmy, I love you.
Can you hear us, dummy?
I can hear you.
All right. Then speak.
Hey, Jimmy, what you're talking about preventive Medicare, preventive medicine, and all these things that you want to give money to, that's called Medicaid, and it's already existing in America. I work in the medical community, and you'll see entire family loads of people come to the doctor, and actually they're the highest utilizers of all Medicare, all medical practice in the whole United States.
Okay, now you're probably right. I mean, I didn't know that, but why are there people who still don't have it then? That's what I'm not sure of.
Because they don't apply for it. I mean, it's so easy to get. All you have to do, you have to make less than like $19,000 in North Carolina to be a Medicaid patient, which is fairly easy to do. And then all their kids are taken care of. I mean, it's unbelievable. They'll come to the doctor's offices in busloads, and they'll come for every little cough, sniffle, while people like myself who have $50 copays, if we have a cold or something like that, we typically refrain from coming to the doctor because we don't have to pay $50 when they can pay $3 to come to the doctor, $3 branded medicine.
Right, so you're saying that a lot of times if you give somebody something for almost nothing, they abuse it and overuse. That's something you got to watch out for.
Very good.
But just because that exists, I still doesn't mean to me that there's a way that you can't do it.
Isn't there a middle ground, fellas?
Opie, that's what I say. They call me middle of the road, Jim.
Let's go for the middle ground. I guess that's it.
Yep.
Thanks, Tom. I guess.
Oh, no.
Tomorrow, Kosher Sports with Big D Dave.
Can't wait.
But you don't like the Big D Dave, huh?
I don't like that nickname.
Or Big D David.
BD is fine because you don't know what it means.
Yeah.
But
and the boys are getting ready for Kosher Sports tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Kosher Sports with our host, intern David.
Steve doing a little Judd Hirsch for the intro, I noticed.
Yeah.
Little Judd Hirsch
David.
there, huh? David.
You'd all be dead if it wasn't for my son David.
And yet in Taxi, Judd Hirsch, fantastic.
Genius. Yeah.
When Louis was there, and Judd Hirsch was talking about him, and he said, this broken toilet of a man.
Broken toilet.
He called Danny DeVito a broken toilet of a man.
That's a good one.
That show is, by the way, the Emmys suck.
Oh, of course.
Who was your favorite on the show?
Denied them?
In the end.
Taxi?
Yeah.
It was Louis the Plumber.
It has to be, right?
They voted him greatest sitcom character ever, and I don't disagree.
I'm a huge Kaufman fan, but
Louis killed him. I mean, he was
Louis
funny.
killed him?
Yeah.
And Danza did very well.
He was just a dummy, though. Charming.
What's his name? Who was addicted to everything. He was so-so.
Yeah, he was average.
What was his name?
Kanicki.
Kanicki, sure. We know him
Bobby
as
Wheeler.
Kanicki, too.
Kanicki.
Right.
My favorite was Jeff, the black guy in the cage with Louis.
Yes.
He was in almost every episode. He had like Louis. He was
He was just kind of in there with him.
Or Louis' mother, who was so cute, the little old lady. It
Oh, yeah. She was in, when he went to dinner over the house.
was really his mother.
Yeah?
Smoke
Was
your
his mom?
brains out, crazy lady. It was so funny when Louis is standing there and his old aunt shows up and she says, oh, your uncle died. And Louis goes, oh, how did it happen? And she goes, last week. And he goes, I said, how, you old bat.
That's great.
Why is Taxi Season 4 not on DVD? I've been waiting for years.
Get it.
Help me.
See you over at where we talk dirty.
Well, what happened here is our music ended, and now it's awkward.
Now it's awkward.
It's awkward for everyone. We don't have the big out.
All right, let's just start the show all over again now.
Really?
Yeah.
But if we do that,
Oh.
Literal elope.
well, if we have a script of the show we did, then it would be very easy.
Do you want a big out? I'm good at this.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go with Jimmy's big out.
Jimmy's out.
We're heading over to Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
Perfect.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
And go. Here we are. Whoa. Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
As your mic comes breaking off.
The Opie and Anthony Show continues.
What? How's the market doing? I don't.
It doesn't open for 15 more minutes.
13 minutes and counting, Jimmy, to the opening bell.
Wait. How is I fucking
9:30, Jimmy.
Pre-market trading. In pre-market, they can
9:30.
do a little pre-market trading. That's how you get a little indication. Wow, that's just going to be really
That's going to be fine.
nasty
It's
opener.
going to be fine and fine.
It's going to drop really fast, and then it's going to start going up. You watch. The Dow ends in positive territory today.
I'm with you.
That is my prediction, because a lot of stocks that are good stocks, strong, got dragged down yesterday. And people are going to be buying those up, seeing a bargain or two.
Take a look at that Citadel stock. It's ready to move.
Citadel's going to move.
Ready
It's
to
going to
move,
move
people.
right from my file cabinet,
Into
where
the
the certificate it is, into my paper shredder. The rest of the fucking trash.
The least they could have done was kept us on his
Oh,
dumb
best
stations.
candidate for what?
Do they not do on the stock exchange? Because they're showing right now, it's all computers now. Do they not do the papers that they used to do? It's all computerized?
Yeah. I still see people jotting shit down, but
How do you fucking know what you're doing there? It's amazing.
It's crazy, Jimmy.
Jimmy, you should go down there. We did it back in the day.
They wouldn't let me in.
It was an amazing experience.
How do I get in? Hi! I have an Aussie shirt.
You gotta wear a suit.
Yeah, you gotta look like you're going to church or something.
Okay.
Yeah, and you gotta wear a suit, tie, and everything, and then you go down there with somebody that is down there. I'm sure they'll be calling and emailing and stuff saying, Jimmy, I'll take you down there.
My
and then
friend
you go down.
Sal Governale. How about that, Sal?
Hey, there you go.
How about you bring me down?
Jimmy, it's so, I'm telling
And then
you,
they play
it's
little
worth it.
tricks on you, so watch out.
Like
There's
what?
little tricks for when you go down the first
Oh,
time.
where they fuck where you pay already and then all of a sudden it's got a dick?
Right.
It's a good
Yeah,
trick.
little trick.
Don't tell them about the trick, Sam. Let them be
I won't.
surprised.
Be
But I'll tell you
surprised.
this
I go,
much.
huddler.
Don't take any Altoids from any of those guys. Any of those guys.
Why?
They're not Altoids, my friend.
Little speed.
And you're in the program, so I
Oh,
wanna,
shit. Yeah.
Benny's,
I'm not even
meth.
joking. Don't.
Okay, no, I
If
wouldn't.
they offer
Uppers,
you an
downers,
Altoid,
goofballs.
don't take the Altoid, my friend.
I don't take nothing from
Even
a
if it looks
broker.
like an Altoid, because it's in the tin with other stuff that might have a little dust on there.
I don't take nothing from a broker unless it's advice. Give me a high five.
All right, I got some advice for you.
South today for the 142!
Oh, how much Dell do you own?
What?
It's at 1640.
Ugh.
What was it at?
Well, when I bought it, it was
30 something or 40 something.
42.
Wow. Why? Oh, you know why? Probably 'cause of what Apple's doing lately. It's giving it a fucking beating good.
Apple's down $6 or something like that.
Why?
Because everything got dragged down. See, that's what I'm saying. Right now, I would buy
UBS.
call options. I would buy, let's see, what month are we in?
But
September?
your Gallagher's making money.
September, October, November. I'd buy December calls for Apple, and then I'd sell the motherfuckers.
Well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is?
Because I don't trade during the show, Opie. That would be a...
What? Since when?
That's what I used to do.
I don't know what I
since
have.
Pal Talk.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
That's right.
I want to call my accountant.
Anthony used to trade his ass off during the show, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this.
How can the price be going down? Something's wrong. Where's Wilson?
Yeah, see.
Where's Wilson?
See, all your questions can be answered by a little movie called Trading
Yes.
Places.
I gotta get Wilson and tell him to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Wilson, for Christ's sake, sell!
You know what's stupid about Trading Places? I think we talked about it last time.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Stock Exchange, not setting the world on fire.
No.
You got the Tokyo one. You got the one here in New York. Philadelphia,
Yeah.
you don't hear about their market
They
too
were
much.
commodity traders anyway.
Yeah.
They weren't like stock traders, so they were trading commodities. Frozen orange juice concentrate and pork bellies.
A technicality. They couldn't get the permits to film in New York. That's what that was all about. So they had to change the story a little bit.
Get back in there at once and sell!
I like some of the other clips from that movie, like in the bathroom.
What was the bathroom quote?
The clip of Hugh Panaro and somebody else. I was.
Do you think I'd leave the company in the hands of a...
Oh, right.
Awful. Fucking. And the funny part of that clip was that Eddie Murphy was smoking pot and nobody knew.
Yeah, smoking pot. He was blowing it up the vent.
Oh. I just called my accountant.
And?
Did you? What are you buying?
I'm touching my penis and balls right now. I don't know. He does it through a broker at UBS. My accountant's kind of a kook.
A little crazy.
He's really smart. He's like a multi-degree black belt. Weird
Really?
guy.
Yeah. What stock would you like to buy?
No, he talks like this. It's Mark.
Really? I'll kick your ass.
He's the most unassuming little man. I met him.
Oh, you were going to say something else.
No. I was saying.
Oh,
I was
okay.
thinking of little because he's not little. He's not a little guy. But he talks like that, and he's an oddly brilliant guy.
And he can kick your ass with some black belt stuff?
He's like a real... He told me something. We went out to lunch and met that he can break things a certain way by like letting his hand just drop. He was talking. It's all about energy and how you push energy into your arm. Yeah, he's for real. But he's not a. He probably does it so he doesn't get attacked in the subway. Like a nice guy.
Hey, Tom from White Plains was going to give us stock advice today, but he's
Oh, really?
gone.
What happened? Where'd you go?
He said we're going to be okay.
We're going to be okay. Say the fucking words. It's not that bad, right?
No.
500 points.
Oh, I don't
See what drops today.
Well, we're going to find out in 7 minutes. That thing is going to...
I'll come back. Who gets to ring the bell on this day? They're like, oh, Christ. You know, it's an honor to get up there to ring the bell and watch it plummet.
Grim Reaper.
It should be Club Soda Caddy.
Oh, I know.
Oh, just that ghoul. It doesn't look good today, people.
Ding, ding. Start trading.
I'll ring the bell, but you probably don't want to trade nothing. Take all your money out. Put it in your pillowcases.
I want to ring the bell.
Frankenstein. You want to ring the bell?
How about you ring it here? No one will know.
All right.
It'll look like we're ringing the bell. There you go. That's what you do.
And they're off. Not quite yet.
Do you think the brokers have been panicking all night? A lot of these people have been up all night.
The veterans have seen it before. The newbies probably in a little deep. Might be a little scared.
Do you think there are guys on Wall Street and somebody out there, a stockbroker, anybody would know, that have just fucking, through all this stuff, like from Ivan Boesky and Michael Milken, through all these fucking things that have happened, just stayed really rich?
Yeah.
Like, there are the guys that have ridden every one of these storms and gotten richer every time. Like, there are these Wall Street geniuses.
The people that make a lot of money are the people that are in it for the long term, that just invest, don't fucking look every day, don't play every day, because it goes up, and you make a lot of fucking money.
I haven't made anything. I was up like $3,000.
No way.
Now I'm down 20.
20,000?
I don't have that much invested, but the percentage is kind of low. I talked to the brokers. Like, it's nothing. The market's awful. Relax.
That's easy. That's an easy hit.
Are you only in stocks? Or do you have other things?
I don't know. To
you
be
ought
honest,
to ask him, how diversified is my portfolio?
yeah, I don't know. I should find out. I think there's some bonds and stuff in there. I could see online.
Some bonds, some fucking tax-free municipals, some fucking cash. Just put some in cash. You know, you gotta cover your bases. If you're all in equities right now, you're crying. You're fucking crying.
A little real estate?
I got to get into that real estate thing. It's probably a good buying opportunity.
Right now it is.
Yeah, my friend Ricky Gervais sells it. I should call him.
Yeah. Hey,
but then you'll have to sit and pay fucking taxes until and pay for the house until it turns around. So that'll cost you. So who knows? Who the fuck knows? What am I talking like? I'm a goddamn financial analyst. I do dick jokes. Don't listen to me.
And speaking of that,
that's in my humble opinion.
Speaking of that, we got an Eric and Kathy alert. Remember Eric and Kathy?
Yeah, from Chicago, right?
The Chicago radio team that aren't married, but they act like they are.
Oh, yes.
Please tell me he was arrested for shitting in her mouth.
While thumbing through pedophile pictures.
Yeah, while she was tied up, and he was just kicking her while replaying her awful fucking jokes.
And he bit her clit off like a jelly bean.
Why, Anthony?
Because I want to see that.
I wanted him to kick it off, and you went right for the bite.
Oh.
He scraped her clit off with his toenail.
Okay.
Well, Eric and Kathy still kicking butt in Chicago. You should check out their latest billboards. They get better and better.
Oh, they got billboards.
Well, why would you write that without explaining the billboard?
Yeah.
What's the billboard?
What's the billboard?
It's him doggy fucking her. That would be a nice cushy show like that with just a horrific billboard.
Yeah, or they're both like got the shoulders shrugged, like what the hey?
Huh?
But he's wearing a shirt that says "I'm with cunt" with an arrow pointing towards her. She's got a shirt that says "I'm with AIDS face" and his says "I'm with cunt," but they're all just shrugging innocently. I should have left it alone and I'm with cunt, but I got greedy. That's what we should have a billboard. Just me alone saying I'm with greedy and I'm by myself. Boo. Thanks, guys.
Tell E Blubber to check out the Eric and Kathy website. See if there's anything good going on over there. Someone is losing big time in pre-market trading, and they write, "I'm getting killed on the market. I just took a 2 damage. Someone help me with some wizardry."
Well, I think wizardry is not going to help you.
Can we get some wizardry for the people out there that are ready to trade there?
A little bit of wizardry. Can I suggest buying, I'm going to say buy Lehman Brothers. I think you're going to be surprised.
Yeah.
I still buy WorldCom.
Do you? Yeah.
I know nothing.
Here's the description of the Eric and Kathy billboard. Tom in Chicago, the Windy City, checking in. Yes, Tom.
Yeah, the Eric and Kathy billboards are hilarious. You guys would love them. They are pictures of popular artists and then a picture of Eric and Kathy as the popular artist. Ugh.
What do you mean? Like, who is the artist? Oh, musicians and stuff, not just painters.
I stopped talking because Danny is showing me an example of just that.
Danny, can you put them up here?
And there's
There's a famous Green Day photo where they're all wearing like eyeliner and they have the surprise like look on their face.
Yes.
And that's Eric and Kathy.
Oh my God!
And they have to put the original picture on the website so you know what the fuck they're trying to
make up and wake up.
See,
Holy shit! Look at her. I just want to drive a fat cock into that mouth.
Me too. That's a mirror. Thanks, guys.
I meant Eric's, by the way.
Hey, Tom, what billboard did you see?
The Green Day one was fantastic.
Yeah, that's the one we're looking at.
That one is really good. They must have felt so good about themselves doing that one.
What does make up and wake up mean? I get the wake up part, but
probably
what does that mean?
Make up.
But it's
after you punch your bitch in the face the night before because she was lippy.
Right.
You wake up. You make up.
If the bitch wakes up.
Yeah.
If she do.
She even wakes up.
If she don't, you make up a story and wake up your kids and tell them mommy is missing. So you do.
Let's get Sam on the Eric and Kathy thing today. Check out the website. Let's see if they got anything worth talking about today.
Worth playing? I love doing that.
We got Jake the Snake audio. We got...
We're working on some DVD
Oh,
stuff.
my God. 30 seconds till the opening bell.
No.
Who's
we should
doing it?
wait?
Seagate, I guess. And Seagate's doing the NASDAQ, and Motor Expo is doing the
Dow?
The Dow.
Are they near each other?
Oh, they're right next to each other.
Are they?
No, they're not.
Where are they?
The NASDAQ is in Times Square.
And where's...
And the Dow is...
Wall Street. Wall Street.
the fuck
that's
is the
Wall Street.
Dow?
It's the Dow Jones Industrial.
What does that mean?
It's a bunch of stocks that kind of give an indication of how, the stock market's doing. So they take a bunch of different areas.
And we're off.
Energies and construction, things like that, and lump them together.
Oil's down. That's a good
And there it goes. They're off. Holy shit, it's down 800 points.
Really?
No. That fast would be hysterical. Start jumping out the
Why
window.
are they all clapping at the fucking NASDAQ?
'cause
Stop clapping, you seals.
They look
fucking clapping
stupid.
white. Be funny if they're watching Roots. Bunch of fucking racist white people.
Hey, we were down 100, now we're down 87. Come on.
The Dow's down 90. Come on, 95. Here it goes. 103. Keep going. Oh, 89. It's rallying. We're rallying.
Wait, 93, 91.
We'll just quote it for 2 hours.
93.96.
Just keep yelling the fucking price.
103.10, 101.69. It's falling again. Fell. Bye.
105.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
108.
It's trying to get some traction at 100. That seems to be the point of resistance is 100.
105.
We're going over and under. 115. Now it's all over. Oh, my God, it's all over.
Oh.
Just jump out the window if you're listening.
Isn't that good?
I don't own stock, though.
Oh, it's down.
Yeah,
I
see the
thought that
little
meant-
red arrow?
I thought that meant it was going up.
120.
Oh, 122.
Oh, 122. Here it goes.
they're
127.
fighting,
Hit 130. Oh, no. The catastrophe. And the NASDAQ is down 24.
What makes it get higher?
People buying stock.
Yeah.
Who would sell when you're already down? Keep it and fucking take your shot.
157.
Exactly.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
150. Oh, okay. We're done.
No, it's okay. It's
No,
hanging,
we're
it's
done.
hanging tight at 150.
But if it goes if it closed right now,
164.
is it 500?
Oh, 172.
500 plus 173? I mean,
Oh, yeah. Right
Oh,
now
yeah,
we're looking
Jimmy.
at a 2-day total of 670 around
what's the
there right
lowest
now.
it can go? UBS? Oh, that's good. It's down. Those are the ones that have my money. They're good.
172.
Oh, boy.
All right, we're hanging at 170. Yeah.
Oh, International Money Group. American International Group, our insurance company, is down to $1.51. It's down $3.25.
All right.
$1.51.
Dell's down.
Where's Citadel? It's got to be going up.
Dell's down another 9% today. Great.
And what about satellite?
down 4.
What about Sirius Satellite Radio?
4.5%.
Yahoo's at $18.
It's
There's a buy.
Yeah.
How much was it?
At one point, Yahoo was well over fucking $100 a share.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Yeah, they split a few times and then took a shit.
Oh, okay. What does Yahoo do?
What happened? We're all right. 150.
I don't know what's happening.
We're hanging about 150.
We're all right.
Oh, Sirius XM.
Where?
Down 6 cents to a 79 cents a share.
Why?
All right.
We better fucking be a part of this company. The stock goes up. Wouldn't it be funny if fucking they re-signed this show and all of a sudden it was $300 a share?
Yes.
And we bought it and then it went down to nothing?
Look at her. She's in the middle of a madhouse.
I would love to
Look at the guy on the
grab her
phone.
tits.
Just say, shut the fuck up. Crude oil. Taking a dip?
Oh, that's the
down
language.
432 to 91 bucks a barrel, and we're still paying fucking over $4. Why? Oil Post's biggest two-day loss in nearly 4 years. Well, give it to us at the gas pump, you motherfuckers.
Well, they're hitting us in our pocketbooks, Anthony.
Yes, they've got us by our purse strings.
I just hate everything financial.
Yes.
That's why I invest in eventually getting syphilis.
You're a good man. Don't be penny wise and dollar foolish.
I'm not.
I hate money puns and money things like that.
Everyone's asking for Boardroom Jimmy today.
Well,
everybody is asking.
I would
for
love to do
Boardroom
Boardroom Jimmy, but my throat's in very bad shape. I can't. I almost had to cancel shows today. I have throat polyps. I have to take it off.
What?
The Bond report. It's just Barry, and they're talking about him for a half hour. Why?
And then James.
And then Word is.
Look at your bonds now.
That's good,
Your bonds go up.
I hope I have some.
You better.
Do we have bonds in?
I know I do. I
I
insisted on it with Barry.
Yeah, but Barry does.
I said,
does
I
figure what it
want
does for
bonds
me.
to hedge my fucking equities.
What?
Because then when your stocks go down, your bonds will normally go up.
The Dow's only 117 down now. It's bouncing back
hanging.
a little.
Oh, it's bouncing.
It's hanging in
People
there.
are going to start buying what they call bargains, which
Yeah.
everything seems to be today.
I love a good bargain. I'll bet you my people are buying bargains
Oh,
too.
serious. Let's see. Down 9 cents now to 76 cents a share. Yikes. What if they go down to 0?
I don't know. What happens when that happens?
I don't know. Oh, I'm probably not supposed to be giving real-time quotes.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Am I?
It's on the TV.
Wait.
I know. It's on
With the
TV.
delay we got, we're not giving real time.
Yeah, really.
quotes.
They'll hear it tomorrow.
Right.
All you got to do is sit in front of a fucking a boob tube, as I
Of
always call
course.
it.
All right, why don't we move on to some...
Yeah, we don't know nothing about this. I don't know nothing about this. I just hope my guys are doing the right things. They're all Jewish. Thank God. Go Jews.
Look at oil. Just go down.
Is it going down more now,
Yeah.
Anthony?
Yes.
Boy.
General Electric. What a buy that is.
Really?
Look at that.
Why?
Because it was 28 fucking bucks a share on Wednesday.
How much is it now?
Last Wednesday, and now it's 23.13.
Watch it go down to $1.
Where's GE going?
Exactly.
Come on.
We all like generals, and we all need electric.
Exactly.
What about the sun?
The sun?
Sun could put General Electric out of business,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Invest in the sun.
Buy sun commodities.
Sun come on. No, sun putses.
Yeah, buy some sun puts.
I want some putses.
I want
on
some
the sun.
puts.
I don't understand any of this fucking shit. I'm 40. I'm too old to learn it.
Look at
Fucking cunt breath.
He's all annoyed.
Dow laggards today. Hey, Chevron, go fuck yourselves.
You know what?
Thieving wasps.
The time to learn this was
When I was 2.
late 90s. That was the time to learn it because everyone was day trading and having fun with this thing. Now it's like, there's no reason to learn this now, Jimmy.
I was watching Wall Street and that fucking cunty Daryl Hannah. Fucking Gordon Gekko would take her to a hotel and put his wet balls in her mouth. Tear their fucking throats out, Ollie. Great movie. Except the end, it got so cheesy. I taught you the information, the value of information, how to get it into a tape recorder. Come on, stop it, you cunt.
You would think with all the money the guy was making, he could like get an iPhone or something instead of that big giant phone he was walking around with.
That was good, though.
I didn't understand why he still had the big giant phone.
It was back
Jimmy.
before the smallest cell phones. It wasn't. It was just for the time. It was actually very.
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
I don't know.
Anthony's busy looking at his portfolio. Would I be dumb to sell everything and buy Lehman Brothers?
No, that's probably a great buy now that they're bankrupt.
All right, I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah.
The stock market is who enjoys it?
People that make money off of it.
Hey,
I guess.
Why would you want to do that?
Should we acknowledge that there are a lot of pissed off satellite radio fans? Not for us,
Mm-hmm.
because they took fungus away for an AC/DC channel.
What's fungus?
Fungus is like, they rock.
I gotta be honest.
Why would you take away fungus to do AC/DC? Can't you put AC/DC on Deep Tracks or somewhere else?
I don't know. I just know they yank our channel off every Saturday, every so often.
That's fine.
Sometimes they
On
just...
the weekends, whatever.
No, sometimes they just cancel the channel. And it just runs with a voice going, like, hey, this channel isn't on. Because they take the bandwidth and put it somewhere else.
There's probably some guy who doesn't like what we're doing.
Exactly.
Let's just take it off.
Exactly what it is.
Can I ask a question?
No.
You're right. If Lehman Brothers was investing for you, do you lose all your money in investments or no?
I wouldn't think...
it's insured, right?
I think that would not be...
No, I don't think your investments are insured like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how bankruptcy works with a fucking...
God damn it, I gotta just take my
broker like
money
that.
and fucking... I gotta buy fucking something that... Like, I want to buy boots.
Just buy boots.
I want to buy like thousands of dollars worth of boots and then just sell them when I'm broke. Do you care for some boots? With straps on them so people can feel like they're going to do something.
You can pull yourself up by them.
Exactly. Why is that a sign of getting better in life? Because you're putting your shitty boots on. I don't know. Maybe I should put some boots on that joke. Or step on that joke with boots since it was shit.
I was goofing that NASDAQ is in Times Square, you dummy. They have the fucking...
Where is it? I actually believe you.
The display there in Times
everyone
Square.
knows it's in Connecticut, Jimmy. Anthony was goofing.
What?
Where is it? Is it in Wall Street?
It's in Connecticut.
The NAS.
Right?
I have no idea where the NASDAQ is.
I want to have a character on the show.
Yeah, they have all the display, and they do some of the broadcasts from Times Square.
Yeah, but it's in Connecticut.
The actual trading.
The actual brain of the NASDAQ is in Connecticut. Right, Brian? Am I right for once?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It stands for the North American Stock Dealers Automated Quoting. It's in Danbury, Connecticut.
Why does Danbury get the NASDAQ?
I was just in Danbury. It's a shit house.
They had to give him something, right, Jimmy?
Exactly. So they give him something with a bunch of fucking S and a D and a Q. Like, here, spell this, you Connecticut fags.
Yeah, make something out of these letters and we'll let you have it.
NASDAQ.
Right. They probably just... That's probably how they do things. Here's a bunch of letters. If you can make it make sense, then it's yours.
Dow is so easy. Dow. NASDAQ.
Someone's saying fuck AC/DC radio.
I would much rather listen to AC/DC than Fungus, to be honest with you. For those about to rock,
yes,
Bon Scott,
we salute you.
You listen to the Metallica channel?
That's all. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Is it done?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was listening to it the
Channel
other day.
51.
Look,
Pretty
how long could you listen to a Metallica station?
Forever.
Yeah, I don't
Really?
listen like constantly.
Yeah, they got some
They're
old...
kind of on and off.
My favorite was the Zeppelin channel. That one I listened to way too much.
I think Metallica has
way
more
too
material
much.
out than Zeppelin. I'm thinking.
Wow, that's a good question, Jimmy. Probably close.
I think they're around for longer.
Well, Zeppelin put out a lot of albums in their time.
Yes, yes.
Let's say hi to Sarge from Whackbag. Sarge.
Hey, boys, I'm just wondering if I shouldn't just stay my ass in the military now and not worry about the stupid job market there and the economy going down the shitter.
Yeah, well, you could always... Hey, look, if you fucking... if you have, like, a sweeping business and you want to sweep up... Wow. Punching out. I punched the fuck out.
That was a patent joke. I know where you were going, sweetie.
No. It was a joke about, like, all these brokers just killing themselves, but I just had nothing for it.
Yeah.
Punched out.
All right.
BestGaming.com loves you guys.
Thank you.
Which
What
one?
does?
I didn't hear.
I didn't either.
I really did.
BestGaming.com.
Best of Gaming?
Best of Gaming.
Oh, it is the best of gaming.
Gayming. That's an Asian guy named Ming who loves cock.
Nice.
Thanks.
Let's go to Anthony in Connecticut. Anthony.
He's right here.
I know. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Hey, listen, the new Metallica album is amazing. I don't know. I mean, the last 5, Saint Anger, Reload, Load, S&M, all that crap that was garbage. This new album I just got the other day, Death Magnetic, it's called. It goes back to 1986, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets. It's an awesome album. You got to pick it up if you're a Metallica fan.
Yeah, it's getting good reviews, right? Yeah. Danny, you're a Metallica fan except for Lars's drumming. What do you think of it?
Well, I've only heard, I think, 5 of the songs. I didn't get the whole album. I'm still soaking it in. I'm trying to, like, deconstruct it all. It does sound like they're trying a little too hard and really just putting out stuff that
You
they
actually
feel.
deconstruct? Why don't you just, like, listen?
I can't. It's hard, man. I'm such a big Metallica. It's hard for me to just
You really
accept
like
new stuff.
Metallica?
Yeah. So I hear these songs and I just hear these riffs.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Huh?
Rick Rubin helped them put out a great album.
Yeah, no, I know who Rick Yeah, Rubin is. I know all about it. But I feel like I feel like they just kind of were putting riffs out there that they thought their audience wanted to hear, rather than riffs that they thought were good enough to be on an album.
Yeah, but Kirk Hammett, they interviewed him. He said that he spent like hours and hours and hours on each solo.
No, he didn't. He actually said in an interview.
What about that?
No, how come then in the interview that I heard, he said that Rick told him to take a more live approach to stuff and just do more off the cuff solos.
Oh shit! What do you got for that, Anthony?
They said, yeah.
Yeah, bad.
Sounds like we have a little.
Hey, Danny.
Yes.
Hey, Danny, die of AIDS.
I probably will one day.
Well, that's. I haven't heard the. Did you like the other stuff? Like I liked the song they did with Marianne Faithfull.
Yeah, I didn't think that was that bad. I mean, Load was like all right. Reload was there were some songs that are okay. Saint Anger I didn't even purchase because I just couldn't do it. But
what is Saint Anger?
That was their last studio album.
No, but what's it mean?
It's a saint.
I don't know. I couldn't be bothered to pay attention to it. It just sounded terrible, and like the singles that were getting airplay were just so awful. I didn't.
You didn't even try?
No.
Wow.
The mix is so terrible. It sounds. I mean, just the mix alone made me not want to listen to it. It's very difficult to listen to.
Have you met them?
Yes, I've met them at a signing once at Virgin Megastore. They were my all-time heroes, and then and it was a 2-day affair because I had to like go make a pre-purchase. Like I had to get their album, and then they would give me a voucher to come back the next day to see them. And all I could think about for 2 days was, what am I going to talk to Metallica about? And the line got so backed up that I actually got some FaceTime with each guy, and that I just spent staring at them. And at one point, like, you get up to Kirk, and Kirk's like, "So what's up, man?" And I just staring at him, just going, "Nothing."
Oh,
that's all awkwardly staring at him. Just the whole way down the line. So then now I'm in front of Lars, and he's just like staring at me like he signed my thing already, and he's just like, the line's not moving, so he's just trying to be nice and make conversation. "Hey man, so what's up?" And I'm just like, nothing.
I'm hanging out with Lars.
It's Metallica, and I'm like, "Oh, what's up with you?"
I'm in Metallica.
So you were basically just a lump?
I just froze completely, and I just probably it was an embarrassment to my heroes.
I was there when I went to Bonnaroo, because my buddy Adam shoots a lot of their stuff. I was backstage. I was in the Metallica area, and the whole fucking band was like 3 feet from me. They were just taking photos. I wanted a picture with the whole fucking band. So I met them all individually, but I couldn't. I just didn't want to ruin
They
the
seem
vibe.
like really cool people.
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons to this day I still can't watch Some Kind of Monster. I won't watch it.
Why?
Because
a great documentary.
It's really
I
good.
know, but everybody's telling me, like, dude, if you love Metallica, don't watch that. Don't watch it.
That's probably a good point, but it's
I've heard
amazing
enough-
that shit was going on.
I know, but I heard enough stuff about it where I kind of get the vibe of it, and I'm sure if I watch it, I'll have my own opinions, but I can't bring myself to do it.
I heard a Metallica story from a very reliable source that...
Oh, I think actually, I think I know which one you're talking about.
About someone's wife getting involved to the point where they can't tour every day?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But the wife is rich because of what he's done.
Yeah, what
my
he's
God.
done and what he's doing.
If
and
this doesn't piss off Anthony, this is the type of thing Anthony talks about all the time.
I saw that. I saw it.
What?
That whole thing where he's got a...
Who got divorced recently, Lars?
Yeah, and he's got to go back with the kids or something.
He's got to go back to spend his time with the kids, and the wife won't let him off the hook, so...
It's like, excuse me, I'm in Metallica.
Yeah, so the band does some weird...
I think I'm touring.
I don't know the exact details, but they're doing some kind of weird 2 days on, 3 days off, 2 days on, so he could go back and fill his obligation, and it comes down to the wife just being a yes, exactly.
I mean, look, Metallica said they sell a lot of albums, but I'm guaranteed they generate way more income from their touring than they would, making studio albums. So, like, if she knew what she was doing, she'd let them tour for a year straight. The kind of money that tour would generate by never stopping.
It's all about fucking them.
Just about being a pain in the ass, and how can
That's all it's about. She don't give a
How can I
shit.
inconvenience you more?
That's exactly what's going on with that.
She sounds like she's being a real pain in the fanny.
Yeah.
Language.
Hey, we got a Metallica impression. Who do we got? Derek? Derek does a Metallica impression?
A Metallica?
What?
A Metallica impression?
And he's yelling he's busy?
I don't know what's going on.
This omelet sucks.
The hell was that? What's the matter, Jimmy?
No, my omelet's not yummy.
It doesn't smell like it normally does.
Ew, look at that.
Maybe it's a bit off.
I said, Kenny, get me the Planned Parenthood.
That really does look bad.
He gave it to you.
That's fucking dumpster stuffer.
Where's Derek doing his Metallica impression?
Oh, I think that was the rest of the guys trying to throw him under the bus. Apparently, he does a terrible Kirk Hammett impression that he doesn't want to do.
A Kirk Hammett
I want to hear
impression?
it. He should do it. There's no. Of course he should do it. Where is he? Get him in here.
Let's go to Joe on Long Island. Joe.
If the album's garbage, I wouldn't piss on it to put out a fire.
You hear that, Danny? The new album's garbage.
Yeah, but sir, the fire will burn other things.
Yes.
Hey, the day
Best
that
piss
never
on
ends.
it.
Yeah.
The day that never comes is a song that never ends.
You know what? It would be a good song if they kept it at about 4.5 minutes and took all the bullshit out of it. It sounded like they were trying to put six completely different songs into one.
Oh.
What the fuck are they supposed to
Foundry.
It's like every idea they had, they couldn't throw away. They said, "Oh, well, this is hard. I bet this is what hard music sounds like now. Let's just put it in the fucking song."
Are you
Get out of
suggesting
my way.
Are you suggesting they're out of touch with today's sound there, Danny?
Well, a little bit. I think they're like they got so much backlash over. Oh, they don't sound like what they used to sound like, and so instead of kind of like progressing with the natural course that they would take, they just tried to pretend it was 1988 again, which it's not. And they're trying to like recreate something that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh boy.
Also, a lot of these older bands, they should record their albums in a studio together. I hear they do work parts now.
Yeah, they email the parts to each other.
They email parts around the country, and they get the albums done that way. You got to go old school, man.
There's definitely a vibe when it's everybody playing in the same room. It's hard to kind of get that soul and energy into your music, I guess, when you're across the country.
All right, Derek, where's this Metallica impression?
I don't do one. I was just making fun of his voice, and they decided to throw me under the bus.
Well, let's hear what you got.
No. I don't do one.
Well, how are you making fun of his voice?
Nothing. I was just saying he talked like a bitch, but he's a great guitar player. He just really has this really wimpy voice. That's all there is.
How is it?
So, Kirk, how did you work on your solos for the new album, Death Magnetic?
I'm not doing it. I don't do it.
E-Rock, does he do it? What? Come in here.
No.
E-Rock, everyone. You can applaud when you see him.
That's right.
We'll let you today.
Here comes Fatty. Here comes
Derek totally does the impression. He was telling me that Danny should be doing it while he was in here. And then he gave us a sample of it.
What was it, Travis?
Yeah, what did it sound like?
He was like, "Hey guys, I'm just in Metallica." But I think Derek should do it.
All right, Travis, now do your Kirk impression.
Derek?
No, I
we totally heard it. Very good.
Jimmy, do you want to hear it?
More than I want to finish this cunt omelet.
Why the fuck? Don't you guys have something else to do?
What is it?
Not
I
really.
got shit I gotta do.
Yes, an impression.
Yeah.
Shit impression.
How'd it go? Don't be shy.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, hey guys, it's Kurt.
Kirk.
Kirk.
Did I say Kurt? Or
I don't know.
With a K at the end. Kirk.
Did I?
Yeah.
Kurt.
Kirk.
Whatever.
All right.
Captain
Fantastic
James
impression.
Steaker.
Derek.
Impressions are always good when you have to start them by saying who you're doing.
Who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
There's Derek, an attention whore, loves being on the air.
Sure does.
Exactly.
Can't get enough of it.
Get back to work, social study teacher. Sure.
Mike Hogg.
So people love it. People hate it. It's good,
I'll
but
give
it's
it a
not
shot.
great.
I'll buy it. It's just,
They're
from
all
what
over
I've
the
heard,
place.
From what I've heard, it's those are my first impressions. But it could grow on me. I hated Load when it
First
first
impressions? What? You do impressions?
came out. Yeah, I do a Kirk Hammett.
Can't wait to hear it.
Well, this album, I wanted to just go a little more, like off the cuff with my...
Oh, he's doing impressions. Let me leave.
Somebody had.
Would you do that if Kirk was here?
No, never.
No, he'd go, nothing.
Would you be polite to Metallica?
No.
Of course. I would be extremely polite and respectful. I mean, I love them to death, but it's hard to critique your favorite band while they're sitting.
Yeah,
in front
sure sounds like you love them.
I do. That's
you don't
why
even have the new album yet.
That's why. Yeah, but
and you didn't buy the last 2 or 3. That's great.
No, I did. I didn't buy the.
That's
I didn't
love
buy
for
the,
a
no,
band
no.
right there.
I didn't buy the last one album. And to be fair, I bought everything that was available on iTunes before the release date. Like they put out like 5 songs, and I did purchase them.
Can I tell you how good they were at Bonnaroo? They were fucking awesome.
They're the
man.
best live band I've ever seen.
They were amazing,
hands down.
Like your children.
Dude, I love them.
Yeah, but they put on a really good. Not only is it a good show, everybody plays fantastically, and they'll give you 2.5 hours.
I've seen
of a great
Metallica.
show, but I'm just saying consistently.
Yeah.
This is going to be popular.
I liked Air Supply better.
I saw Godsmack and Metallica. I heard, I saw Godsmack and Metallica, and I got to tell you, man, Godsmack blew him off that Nassau Coliseum
I was
stage.
at that show. It was a pretty good show.
Godsmack was way better live than Metallica that night.
I don't know.
James Hetfield didn't seem like he was. He seemed like he wasn't even into it. Godsmack, Sully destroyed.
That's
James
actually what
Hetfield as the doing the lead singing thing.
Those shows at Nassau, that's what got me into Godsmack. Like I wasn't really into them until I saw those shows. I was like, whoa, Godsmack's actually not that bad.
They really love.
That was a great show,
man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Godsmack lately. What's going on?
Don't know. I saw Sully briefly when I was in Vegas. But I didn't say hello to him because he was across. It was the arena. He was with Chris Angel.
What is Godsmack doing? Are they working on anything?
They're taking a year off. Oh
boy,
relaxing. Well, Sully's got a kid. I think he probably wants to. Sometimes you want to take time for your kid. They're not going anywhere.
Godsmack did a pretty good version of Good Times, Bad Times, which was kind of ballsy. They put out a greatest hits CD.
It was the first track on the greatest hits album.
And they redid. You want to play that today? As we go to break, what the hell? You got it?
I want to see Metallica when they come around.
Me too. I think I fucked up, though, because the tickets have been on sale, and I kind of forgot about it, and it looks like...
What's that got to do with anything? Oh, you actually got to pay for them?
We know.
Well, what am I going to do? Leave it up to them to give me...
I don't. I'll just talk to my agent.
We know people.
Oh, then, okay,
no,
please.
We know people. We can get that one done. That's easy, Danny.
Yeah, because I have the same agent they do. So,
do you really?
Oh.
Ooh, Jimmy.
Well, then someone's going to be hanging out with the new best friend, James Norton.
Yeah, Dennis walked me right back when Metallica was around.
Out the back door?
Yes, he said, leave.
Please leave.
Fucking little flunky.
Don't annoy this band anymore.
He brought me right back. He annoyed Motley Crue to get me pictures with them. They handle everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he annoyed everyone. Dennis rules.
Well, we'll try this. People might not like it because it's tough to cover Zeppelin, but I think it's kind of cool. Sully and Godsmack doing Good Times, Bad Times. We'll be back.
It's a Zeppelin song.
Hey man, it's Lars from Metallica, and you're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Welcome Opie and Anthony show. Opie's in the bathroom. I'm here with Ant. Look,
Hey, where's my mic?
Are the mic's off? Your mic's on. I'm really irritated.
Is it?
And I need fan help for this one, as you guys know. We're being fucked once again.
Oh, so good.
Ricky Gervais, he likes the show. I've seen him twice this week or last week. But he's not coming to do the show because his publicity is all being controlled by Paramount for this movie he's doing. And his people he works with in England are trying to get him to do the show. They want him on the show.
Well, why doesn't he just do the show?
yeah.
I don't understand how that works.
Because I'm on both sides of it.
How this works.
I've done both sides of it. Because I do go on the road and I have the publicist set up stuff, and I'm on this side of it. A lot of times you'll go on the road and you'll go, what about this show? Or what are we doing? And they'll go, yeah, you're jam-packed, you're doing this, there was a conflict. And you're like, all right. They don't sit down and walk everything through you. They just show you a schedule. They go, this is what you got. Other stuff didn't work out. You know what I mean? You're promoing. You just, okay, I'll go here, I'll go there. Okay, what about Opie and Anthony? Nah, there was a conflict over there. Who the fuck knows what she says to him? Cause we asked him, me and Roland saw him, we go, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm coming in November, I think. So they probably told him, now you're scheduled for November.
But if he's in town, I don't understand why he wouldn't just stop by.
Yeah, just
he's
come
one of those
in.
guys that it seems like he would just stop by. Like you're explaining maybe Tom Cruise's schedule or something, but Ricky Gervais is like an average Joe. I hate to use the term, but it's weird that he wouldn't just show up, especially after you ran into him a couple times in the last week.
But but he's doing it for Paramount. They're the ones who are controlling all the publicity.
Can he go, look, thank you, Paramount, but I like these guys. I'm going to go do their show. Why not?
I don't even know if he's, to be honest with you, if they get him Good Morning America or if they get him major TV in the morning and he says, I want to go do this show, they might go, well, that's ridiculous. You can't do this.
What did he do today? What did he do yesterday?
I don't know. This is the way, when I'm on the road, there's things that I want to do, but they obviously don't sit to him, hey, man, do you want to do Opie and Anthony? And he goes, no. The Paramount people cock-blocked us. They did it consciously, and they did it on purpose. And from what I've heard, Roland won't give me any information. You know, he plays their game. He won't. I'm fucking really irritated. He won't tell me anything. I know it was out of the West Coast office. So if anybody out there knows the woman who's handling publicity for this Ghost Town movie, I would love to know who she is. I don't know why this is such a complicated request. Why do these fucking people never have... They're fucking us. We took call-ins from Ricky, because we like Ricky, to promote dates. He called in for a while to promote stand-up dates. And this is the second time in a row we're getting fucked. And I'm so tired of the radio show getting fucked.
But when you told him he isn't coming in for... I mean, did you talk to him about coming in?
When we saw him...
At the cellar, right?
He walked in. No, me and Roland saw him together. And he was with his wife, I think it was his girlfriend, I'm not sure if it was whoever he was with. And we walked in, and he goes, yeah, you're from the Opie and Anthony show. And he goes, oh, yeah, I'm coming in November. They got me in November, I think, to come in for something. Like he thinks he's planning to come in. So a lot of times you might think you're spaced out for a reason. You just don't think when you're out doing promotion. He's doing he loves this show, but he probably also likes Good Morning America. He probably also likes fucking the Today Show. I mean, these are major events, so I understand that.
Fast Freddy says he lives in New York, so
no, he doesn't live in New York.
He doesn't?
No.
Maybe
Stupid Fast Freddy.
He doesn't live in New York.
Stupid Freddy. That's what I call him.
And I'm not saying...
Slow Freddy today.
Yes.
He got it wrong.
I should have asked him when I saw him. I should have been more specific. But the woman from Paramount blocked us, and she did it on purpose. And I just fucking... I'm so sick of these fucking publicists. They just fuck you.
Yeah, it's their fucking job for some reason.
They overprotect their clients.
Yep.
Overprotect them.
They know what's best.
If anybody out there just knows who she is, I don't know who she is.
Perish the thought. Gervais comes in here, has a good time, laughs. The listeners go, oh, my God, he's a real genuine person and everything.
As much as we talk about The Office or his work or the things he had a great time when he was in here for an hour.
He was on Regis and Kelly yesterday.
Okay.
Ricky, any special woman in your life? Not saying he's gay.
Why wouldn't he get it done?
Of course not.
I don't know.
Man, especially when you look at a picture of the band he used to be in.
What happened to Crazy Eyes that he's doing Southwest commercials from Curb? That's Crazy Eyes.
Oh yeah,
from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Crazy Eyes.
Now he's doing Southwest commercials. All right, well, maybe somebody knows that woman.
Earlier during the break, Well, that door opened, and Mr. E. Rock was standing there.
Oh, no.
I had to change cameras on Pal Talk so quickly to get on camera 5, because if you look at which way the camera's pointing, see that camera? He walked in the door, and it was nothing but an E-Rock tit shot. Dude, the people on Pal Talk were cracking up. It was such a close-up of his chest, and the comments were like, or pubescent buds. And
E-Rock, come on in.
It was a hard time for E-Rock.
E-Rock, everyone. You get applaud when you see him.
It was really,
they just
where is he? E-Rock, stand there.
There you go. There
stand by the door like you were standing before. You were kind of, no, you were in more. Just look at this camera here. And, and kind of, no, you don't have to do anything special. Stand just like you were. Stand up straight and turn toward the camera a little. That's exactly how you were.
Budding. E-Rock's budding. All right, Sam got us some Eric and Kathy audio. We haven't. We want to see what they're up to. Good old Eric and Kathy from Chicago.
So fucking disgusted. I'm so sick of the show getting fucked by these fucking publicists. I am so fucking sick of it.
Where's Roland?
He won't tell us anything. It's fucking irritating.
Roland! Let's get his take on it. Roland! He's really hiding.
Is he? Why?
I don't know why they're so scared of these publicists. Nobody calls them out.
Roland, what's the problem with our show with some of these publicists? Let's get right into this issue here. I mean, what seems to be the problem? They're still scared of us because of the church thing? Roland, problem. That was 6 years ago. What's their problem with us?
Well, they just felt that the Gervais movie was a chick flick, and they said it wasn't the right fit.
Exactly right. They're not the right fit, but they also, the same people that told us, oh, he'll be in here, or we keep getting these excuses and stories, and this.
But Roland,
Gervais.
But you should say, yeah, they talked to a lot of guys, but their guys have chicks.
I did explain that a million times to them, over and over. I saw the movie 3 times.
Fucked us because they're scumbags. They fucking never give us anybody, those fucking scumbags.
It's a really good movie, though.
Big deal.
It is.
Big fucking deal. Bootleg it.
It is. It's a really great chick flick. It's like a.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Fuck them.
It's really good.
Fuck Paramount, those fucking cocksuckers.
It is.
Their stupid mountain and the stars go around them.
They've given me nothing. I'm 40 years old. What, am I going to start doing movies for them? Fuck them in the mouth. They're going to discover me? Cocksuckers. It's not the right fit.
But
really, Ricky Gervais?
How is Ricky Gervais not the right fit
we
when
do
we had a
photo
great
with him, an hour in
time
here.
with him?
We love the fucking Office. We love extras. We love the stuff he does. How is it not a good fit?
I know this wasn't his call.
Hey, Crazy Eyes is
the Ricky. I know it wasn't.
Crazy Eyes is the governor too. Look. Sorry, Jimmy.
No, I know.
I knew you were in a rant.
Can you answer my question?
Cockeyed governor joke.
Why can't a Ricky Gervais come on our show on his own? Like, how does that work?
Basically, though, like Jimmy said, like he'll come to New York and they hand him a schedule.
But wouldn't he, in the back of his head, go, I like those Opie and Anthony guys, and I want to squeeze them in?
I want to squeeze them in. And they go, you got Regis in the morning, then you have to do the Today Show, GMA, they have to go over to this TV network and do this. So then they go, well, I guess you don't eat, or you can have like a mini break in between.
Well, they might say, we'll see what we can do. Yeah. All right, yeah, we'll try to work on it. And I know how they work. But it's not like they tell the artist.
I understand what Jimmy's saying, and you make a great point. But these guys are also their own person. That's what I don't get.
But I go through it. I'm on the artist side too. Like I go.
Wouldn't you go to a radio show you enjoy and somehow figure out how to get on that show, no matter what?
Not during Publicity Week, though. You're locked in.
If they have you doing other stuff,
they're stuck. I'm
not making excuses for Ricky, but that's the truth. If they have you lined up with stuff, and all of a sudden you go, what about that? They'll just go, oh, yeah, we'll try to get that because there was a mix-up. All they got to say, and then you're going to have to either go, okay, let me investigate, or you're just going to go and do the press they give you. It's like you're worried about promoting a movie. Like for us, this is extraordinarily important. For him, if they say, Look, man, they're too busy or you're too busy, but you're going to go see them in November. Right. Okay, I'm going to see them in November. Like, it's, you don't think like you're blowing them off. That's not the way he's looking at it.
Is he coming in November?
Yeah,
for what? Because we've been hearing that for last time, too. Something else will fuck that up. Fuck Paramount.
Well, this is not
Scumbags.
Paramount, though. This is like his people has full control in November because he's promoting his stand-up.
Hey,
that's what we get. We get the stand-up. The movie people don't take us seriously, but we're allowed to do the stand-up comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
Those fucking scumbags.
Roland, let me ask you
something.
something. Do you like the name Kelly?
Kelly. Is it porn name?
Kelly.
Kelly.
Why is your eyes darting around the room?
I don't know, because
What is that? I might be getting to the answer to Jimmy's question. I'm just trying to see if Kelly means anything to Roland.
I don't know. But Ghost Town. Great movie. Look at that.
It's a great movie, but apparently not for our audience. You know what it is? Because she's a fucking L.A. dope, I guarantee you, who has no idea about the show. She probably has no idea about the show. Oh, those with the radio show? No. I guarantee you that bitch doesn't know anything. Whoever she is, fuck her.
Wow.
Fucking over. These fucking publicists are so... Most of them are so stupid.
Yeah, they don't get it.
We've dealt with them.
He was
on
great on the
end.
show. He was great on the show. There was no problem. What problem was there?
Yeah, why would you want a guy to come in and be funny on a fucking radio show that's heard in 2 countries? Why would you want that?
Roland, comment? Why?
They didn't book him on radio this time.
Of course not. Radio gets no respect because, again, publicists are fucking dumb.
A lot of people see, like, he's not doing CW, though. For example, like, they'll do that over a radio show. Because
So why can't we attack them if they're that stupid? They're as dumb as they come. And they hardly give us anybody anyway. Occasionally, for some dog shit project, they'll throw Mike Myers or they'll throw fucking Willem Dafoe on projects that they know are dog shit.
Was that?
What do you
mean? Was that a Paramount thing, William?
No, I mean
Dafoe?
them in general, publicists. Where Guy Ritchie only comes in because he knew his movie, or Jason Statham came in. When their movie sucks.
Well, Guy wants to come back in,
and they can't fucking make eye contact with Regis on TV. They'll do it on radio because their face gives away that the movie is shit. So they're like, yeah, it's good, and we're all looking at each other like we're pretending a rape is consensual. We all know what's happening in the room, but on TV you can see that.
The most uncomfortable question ever asked was Willem Dafoe when I said, I saw your movie, and he goes, what'd you think?
It was great.
I like serial killer movies.
It should win an Academy Award. The movie? No, me right now saying that it's good.
Yeah, we love him, though. We're a huge fan of Willem Dafoe.
But you know what?
Just not that movie that you couldn't even pronounce. That was the first problem with that movie. You couldn't pronounce it. By the way, Fast Freddy's fighting back. Ricky owns in New York City. And he's got a link to a website and everything proving that Ricky owns some kind of property.
Really? Maybe he does. Maybe he just stays there.
No, that's the rumor. Like, he has it, but he's still in residence in London.
Yeah, he lives in London. He doesn't live there.
So Fast Freddy's wrong again.
I know that because Louis...
Fast Freddy's wrong again. Oh, boy.
Louis is very close to him. This is not about Ricky. Ricky, I talked to him briefly. He's a great dude. He likes the show. I'm telling you, when you're on the road and you're not thinking that way. Or I would attack him, but you're not thinking that way.
No, I understand. I think some friends of the show, they just call on their own from time to time. So maybe he's not at the friend status.
Not yet.
Well,
That's
he's
all
going
I'm
to
saying.
L.A. He's doing a show
Some of these guys are like, fuck my schedule. I haven't talked to these guys in a while, and I'm gonna call them up. That's where my confusion is.
But the thing is, when you have 3 handlers, because they'll be there. Somebody will be at the hotel waiting for him saying, like, if he goes, I'm going to go over there, they go, but you got to do this first.
All right.
A lot of people aren't as independent artists. A lot of them depend very heavily on the people around them to schedule them. I personally, because I did my own scheduling for so many years as a stand-up, became very used to fucking being extraordinarily hands-on.
Yeah, plus, this is like his first breakthrough through America, too.
This is about the woman from Paramount. Yeah. I don't think it's a good fit. It's not a chick flick central. How the fuck do you know what a good fit is?
They don't.
That's why most of the movies are shit.
Paramount?
All of them. All shit.
Indiana Jones.
De Niro can't get a fucking
All the
good
Star Trek
role.
movies.
That's all Paramount?
Yeah.
No, fuck them. None of these guys.
Godfather.
Fuck them.
Godfather.
They've done a million, but of course Paramount's good. But none of these guys. I'm saying the
Just
writing
fucking with
lately.
you, Jimmy.
The writing is all garbage.
Yeah.
The Niro Pacino movie. Yeah, Pitbull on crack.
On crack.
Or 88 Minutes. Or De Niro Ronin. They're just doing fucking shit. Garbage.
Were those all Paramount?
No, but I'm saying all the movie studios do. All of them.
Ronin
Sure.
is.
All right, roll.
Fucking uncreative
Universal.
faggots.
But the movie is really, really good, though.
I won't say it. I'll see it on DVD. I love Ricky. I think
Wrong
he's
with
brilliant.
the studio we got.
MGM. Universal. Paramount.
Sony?
I want to find out that woman's name
Miramax.
who is fucking us from Paramount on the West Coast. If one of the fans could help out, I would appreciate it. Just so we could tell you who's fucking us.
Lionsgate.
But they never have to answer to the artist. They never have to answer to anybody.
Orion.
They stay there on the fucking phone, and they make their little shitty decisions. We get fucked, and she never has to hear a fan call her and go, "Why'd you do that?"
New Line View Askew. That's Kevin Smith's.
Roland, why aren't you doing Wii Fit?
Because
I hear you backed out of our big Wii Fit day.
Yeah, well, I have to get something in return, though. For me to exercise, and I haven't exercised in over a year, you want me to... Like...
You're not a good fit for that, for the Wii Fit.
Why?
I don't think you're a good fit. Because I'm playing the part of a publicist, and I'm stupid. Of course, he's a perfect fit, but I'm being the stupid publicist.
But Roland, that's why we're doing Wii Fit with, like, you. That's the fun.
Wii. It's got Wii in the name.
And you challenge E-Rock. That could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
but I
could be
want
trash talking and shit.
Something in return for doing exercise.
I want something in return for doing
exercise.
Yeah, it's called like abs and
right.
Like
I gave up already. Look at me, I'm a fucking mess.
Oh shit!
A good blood pressure, low cholesterol,
things like that.
You know,
for me to pass up steak and then drinking, it has to be really. You have to get something in return.
You don't have to pass that up to do Wii Fit for one lousy show. We're not doing Wii Month or anything.
Okay.
It's Wii Fit for an hour.
Still, though, I haven't exercised in a goddamn year. I've been playing Xbox.
Dude,
Look at
it's
me.
like, it's dumb stuff. You're not really exercising.
Yeah, you are. I saw the Wii Fit commercials. They're sweating and...
Is Paramount part of the CBS family, by the way?
Yes! That's the beauty of it.
Yes!
They are.
Yes!
Well, but why would anybody there help us? They never would. Why would they?
Oh boy, I know.
Why would they?
No synergy, as
None.
they call it, right? Synergy.
There's only
the
synergy
word,
when they're
Roland?
fucking cowering because the advertisers might back out. Then the entire company, this is every company, has synergy when they're afraid fucking Pampers might pull out. Then every company in the country has fucking synergy.
Better than pulling out of Pampers.
But it's kind of like they'll do TRL even though their numbers are like under
What?
700,000.
What happened?
TRL. It's under by Paramount.
Oh, so you didn't read the paper today, Roland.
Yeah, it's out in November.
What happened?
TRL is done.
Yeah.
Because they don't play videos as much. So they're done with the TRL thing.
Because the numbers are dying.
Or Terrell, or however the hell you said it.
Terrell, I think he said.
Terrell.
Oh, I got to restart. Oh, boy. Wow. I think E-Rock overloaded my my cameras.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. And now with double disappointment, you're not going to be in the Wii Fit.
You got a Wii Fit, Roland.
But a little Wii bowling to start out with? You ever do any of that?
I do Wii tennis.
Wii tennis?
All right,
That's all you got to do.
Start with Wii tennis.
That's what do you sit down?
Yeah.
You sit
down with a beer.
You just sit down with a beer and a sandwich and
Roland's
smack it around
I
a little
have
bit.
a game share. We could just kind of go.
Roland's all about the Xbox NHL 09.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
He is all about that. That's his
Doing the whole
game of
team
choice.
thing? Like, what do
Oh,
you...
I started in the AHL, and then I got addicted, and then I looked up. It was like
You got addicted?
Addicted.
You got addicted.
You got addicted.
No.
And
Played for like
with a shame, I don't leave the house, so I play the game all the time.
That's a hell of a level up.
I played like 15 hours.
Addicted. 15 hours?
Yeah, because you have to play 75 games to make the pro.
I'm not even, like, friggin'. That's fine. You know.
I love it.
That's easy.
I'm a video game guy.
And
I
can
like
do that on his head. 15 hours.
I actually have not played video games lately. Like, I got to get back into playing some video games.
Mm-hmm.
My computers, well, it's because my office is still a disaster. My computers have just been... Now, Keith the cop, he does wonders at my house.
He's
you know how-
slacking?
him and his wife, Ange.
You booting those two?
Wonderful. No. Wonderful with she did an amazing job decorating the house and everything. Keith takes care of a lot of business ends of the things I got to do with but I got to tell you something. That guy is computer kryptonite. I never had problems. The only problem I ever had was when I tried to load Vista on my computer.
Right.
And it fucked up. I restored it. Everything was up. That's the only problem I ever really had with any computer I've had.
Sure.
I've updated my computers,
You know what you're
upgraded.
doing. You know what you're doing around a computer.
I've gone to the store, gotten new ones when the other one was outdated, given it away, whatever. Since he's used my laptop and my desktop, both of them have taken terminal shits. Terminal.
It's the doggy porn he's into.
I don't know what he's downloading.
It's doggy porn.
But my desktop won't even boot up anymore. It won't even boot up. The hard drive just completely said, fuck you. The laptop, it boots up now. It wasn't, but then it fucking healed itself somehow.
Right.
But it doesn't recognize anything you plug into it. It doesn't recognize the CD, the DVD drive.
Just throw it away.
Well, I got to.
You just throw it away and get a new one. Who cares?
But the thing is, like, it just annoys me. I've never thrown out a computer because it's been broken. I really haven't.
Well, because you're worried that they might find this computer.
Well, I pulled the hard drive and I shred it.
I was in your basement. There's nothing but a pile of old hard drives.
The wolf comes over and takes care of my hard drive and crushes it in the car.
You're waiting for them to. You're waiting. Well, they are building a couple new stadiums.
Dropping this. Could you drop this sack of hard drives into this cement, please?
It's the only way it's going to be safe.
No, I'm completely safe.
Hey,
but I just feel like I've never thrown out a computer that I couldn't fix. I feel compelled to fix the fucking thing. So yesterday, I'm trying my damnedest to fix this thing, and it will not recognize. I take an external hard drive, plug it in to the USB, doesn't even show up anywhere. Nothing. My computer, that hard drive shows up.
Is it a newer laptop?
Nah, it's I don't know, bordering on a couple of years old. But I've upgraded, you know, the hard drive, not the hard drive, the memory and shit. I've kept it upgraded, so it's not a piece of shit. And then I don't know, it doesn't recognize anything. And I've been, believe me, I've spent hours doing everything, device manager, all that bullshit. Oh, it's so frustrating. You try to do one thing on a fucking computer, and I'm like, all right, I'll just fucking clean it and boot up Windows. It doesn't recognize the fucking disk drive, so I can't do that.
Well, that's because you have to fix things. You need to fix things.
I feel compelled that I have to fix it.
It would be so easy just to say, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't have anything on there that you really need, so why don't you just start over?
No, I think like, yeah, I don't have anything really on there. Everything I have is dispersed over like 10 computers in my house anyway.
Wow. Very good.
But yeah, I got to get rid of it.
By the way, Anthony, very accurate with the Dow Jones.
Oh, have we bounced?
Pretty much, man.
Oh, we're coming back.
Well, it's only down $1, $2.
$1.
$1.
It'll come back today.
It's down $5.
People are seeing bargains.
Yeah,
hey, look at that. Our insurance company's up to $3 now.
It's down $2, $3.
Look at Bank of America going up, up, up.
There you go. See?
Merrill Lynch up. Wow, yeah, look at that.
By the way, forgetting Sarah Marshall. Paramount?
No.
Okay, good. Someone had a theory.
When's...
no, wait, which one did I say?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, okay. That one, no?
What has Paramount given us? Who have they given us?
I don't have the list in front of me.
Well, let's guess who we had recently. They didn't give us Mike Myers.
No.
Willem Dafoe.
No.
Guy Ritchie.
No.
No. Jason Statham.
No.
Cloverfield.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Paramount.
Right, but that was more J.J. Abrams.
Cloverfield.
Yeah, that was his office pushing.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams pushed for that, so not Paramount. He could override them, I'm sure.
But shouldn't Ricky Gervais override?
J.J. Abrams. Ricky probably could, but he's probably not. He's not thinking in that terms.
I think because it's like his first U.S. big.
Yeah, it's hard when you come to and they say, well, you're doing Good Morning America, and this, you can't say I'm not doing Regis and Kelly.
Oh, I didn't say he has to drop anything.
Right.
When's the We Fit tournament?
Ooh, you're back in?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm considering.
What turned you?
No, I'm just wondering.
You know, there's gonna be a lot of no's coming your way if you don't do We Fit.
I know, that's why I just thought.
Yeah.
I saw both of your eyes. I like, fuck it. I'll do
It's
it.
just gonna be like, no. We Fit. No.
I'll do it. I'm in. When is
He'll
it?
get us Obama or McCain. No.
When is it?
You want to do it like
Friday, hopefully.
And
Alright.
don't be sick, you motherfucker. I know how you work.
No,
I was gonna do it.
I have the Wii Fit at home. I just opened the box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had it for like months.
What would he be good at? Hula hoop?
You know, I haven't even played it yet. Like, I've seen people play it, but I haven't even tried playing it, so I don't even know what's on there. That's
I
good.
use my friend's Wii Fit and my character.
Oh, they made a We Fit rolling.
They did?
We Me or whatever. Me whatever the fuck.
Me.
Yeah, mine's depressing. My Wii age.
Is his name?
What's your Wii age?
Right? Okay.
What? Like 80, I don't know.
80 was your Wii age?
No, it was like 30 something. Like 39.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
How old are you?
He's 40
28.
28.
And my little Wii guy was pretty big.
Really?
Yeah. It's depressing. He went, and then he looked down the ground and just like looked so sad.
His Wii.
I turned it off and started playing Xbox.
Yeah, fuck that. Xbox doesn't judge you.
Yeah, if your gaming system's going to judge you, why would you play it?
Fuck it.
That's a good point, Ant. Why would you?
Although you do get humiliation.
Well.
Okay. Friday, I'm in. I'll do it.
Yeah?
I'm in. Yes.
You don't have to,
Who do you want to team up with?
To kill yourself.
Tippy Tom.
No.
Stalker Patty. Or Sandy Kane.
I guess Stalker Patty.
Ooh, a little love connection.
Oh.
Why would you say Stalker Patty?
I weighed my options. AIDS, non-AIDS.
Hold on.
I'm scared.
Chris in Houston. Chris.
Hey, buddies.
Hey.
I wonder what studio was responsible for Mark Wahlberg, because he was on your show right before that big shit pile of The Happening.
Oh, The Happening.
Fox.
Yeah, and that was just part of
You rolling?
that was part of a radio blitz that they do where you call 50 radio shows. So that doesn't even count because that's just like, oh, yeah, right, yeah, they're kind of known in New York. That's the way they're looking at it. So that's just a radio blitz. That means shit.
DreamWorks.
There was one we forgot. Hank in Texas.
Yeah, have you guys ever noticed that Roland sounds exactly like McLovin?
McLovin from Superbad.
Was that a Paramount movie?
Sony.
Sony?
Okay, then. Thanks.
All right.
Paramount had some pretty big hits.
They've had some amazing movies, but I'm saying I was talking about the writing in general in Hollywood, how the projects were all garbage.
And douchebag publicists.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I want to find out who she is, because I know it's a woman who's blocking us. It's not the guy who runs the whole thing.
Of course not.
But I'm sure he would, too.
Boomer from Jersey. Opie forgetting Sarah Marshall was Universal/Paramount. Check IMDb. Also the same PR firm as Ricky Gervais.
But the same person may not have been controlling
So maybe
their
they're
PR.
punishing us for the old hang-up on
No, it was
Kirsten Bell.
No, those were
Or Kristen, or whatever
no,
the fuck.
those were from a personal publicist that dealt with the show before.
Yeah.
Handled everybody.
Yeah, so Paramount just has no respect for the show, and of course, the West Coast. Why would the West Coast? They put out such quality, they all know what they're doing. They really do. Really funny stuff. The same fucking assholes that greenlit the script for the De Niro Pacino movie.
Oh.
That's the fucking mentality.
Oh, sarcastic Jim. I love Jimmy.
Actually, I take it highbrow. It's Phil facetious. I'm just cranky. I hardly get any sleep.
No, everything you're saying is absolutely accurate. Believe me. I know these fucking people. You see them when they do have to bring somebody in, and they sit there with that fucking look on their face.
They're the fucking worst. Oh, with their frowns.
Oh wow! We gave the audience 3 seconds of the person being a real human being. Holy shit!
Don't
drag them out of here.
That's why I hate these fucking faggot actors, man. You know what? As a comic, as a stand-up, I never fucking said, don't ask me about this.
Yeah.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking pussies. Bunch of coddled fags. They really are.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, now when he comes in, don't mention anything about... Oh, what? The thing everyone's talking about?
Yeah. What?
Who he's fucking...
The one thing that makes that fucking shit stain interesting off camera?
Oh. Well, the part is, I learned so much from the character. Did you?
How to what, be a snooze fest? Would you play, a fucking sheep that someone was counting? Fucking bores.
What are we looking at?
Dow's fighting to go into the...
I guarantee you it'll end in positive territory.
Yeah,
it's going to wait. By the end of the session, everyone's going to scoop up a bunch of cheap fucking stocks.
There you go. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll do... the Jake the Snake, Jeremy from Cleveland was asking about
that's
that.
right.
We'll get into something after the break. Stay there.
When you need radio gold, he's the one that you call. With crappy movie reviews, wears his shirts extra small. The one you can count on the book that gets the recession, but ends every single sentence he says in a question. No pronunciation, soft-spoken and mumbles. Just try and put him behind the mic and he crumbles. Babbling moron, that's for you to decide. Bonadouche, check him out Friday wide. It's rolling, 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 rolling. It's rolling, 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 rolling. It's rolling, 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 rolling. It's rolling, 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 rolling.
That's good. I mean, had action, suspense.
Opie and Andy. That's what you're listening to.
I'm Andy.
Opie and Andy.
All right. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Well, we were just previewing some Eric and Kathy audio.
Yeah.
A show we used to just beat the shit out of. And I don't know. I guess someone from Chicago called and was talking about the new billboards they have.
Yeah.
That are just god-awful. And we had Sam check the website.
Yeah.
And they got audio up there that they're obviously proud of, so...
This audio was up on the website?
Yes.
I thought he just randomly pulled it off the air.
Here's something about websites. You only put your good stuff up there.
Put your and put your gold up there.
The sad part is this isn't well, it is to us, but maybe not to the people in Chicago. It's a hacked show. It's awful, but it does very, very well in the ratings.
'Cause it's local.
But they're not doing.
It's gotta be local to be good.
Is that what the thing is nowadays?
That's what everybody thinks.
Hey, Sam, was this on their website?
Yeah, they have podcasts which they consider their highlights. So these are the highlights from the podcast. So this is the best of the best.
The best of the best.
Yeah.
The cream of the crop.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they did a bit called The Glory Moment.
Yeah, they're talking about, like, your glory moments.
Oh, Jim's had a few of those.
Wait a minute, now are you implying
that you knelt in front of a hole in a bathroom stall and sucked a dick?
Okay, I thought you were saying something else.
Right?
Wow. This is some quick audio. Eric and Kathy talk about their glory moment.
The glory moment of your life. That's right, all eyes were on you. You thought at the time, this is the greatest moment of my life.
The Clinton fence hopper snowmobile queen.
And now you look back at it and go, oh man, it was the greatest moment of my life.
Pretty lame.
Oh man.
Why was she laughing?
Why? Yeah, what was the...
Oh man.
I didn't get it. I don't get it.
Why do they laugh like it's a big party that you're missing?
Oh,
hey.
And be sure you stay tuned because later on, Ricky Gervais is going to be joining us here in studio.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Of course it wouldn't. That's exactly what would happen.
Because they play the game. If we play the game, we'll get all these people.
Oh, here he comes. Hey, Ricky Gervais. Sit on down, Ricky Gervais. How you doing? Hey, that movie, fantastic. Fantastic.
Their big guest this week so far was a phoner from Cindy Crawford.
Ooh, we don't get Cindy Crawford. Would want Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
Love to. All I want to do is tell her I jerk off the pretty baby.
All right.
No?
Why?
Because she was naked when she was 12 in a tub.
She was?
Yeah.
Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford was...
Okay. Bro, that makes it even better. It makes it even better. It makes it even better.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
I knew exactly what I was doing.
Oh.
Because she'll say, that wasn't me, that was Brooke Shields. And I'll go, what, I can't tell you that I jerk off the kids? What, are you stuck up?
Well, then they went to the phones, and this is Karen's glory moment.
Oh, my husband was getting arrested, and I flushed the cocaine down the toilet.
I needed that.
You were so excited. It was your glory moment, Karen.
I got straight A's all through 3rd grade.
You owned 3rd grade. You owned it.
But there's nowhere to put that on a resume.
Oh, yes, there is. I'd find a spot.
Oh, yes, there is.
Yeah.
I'd find a spot.
What a fucking non-improv.
Oh, my God.
bag.
Steve should work for this show.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn.
You can say that again.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, yes, there is. That's the setup for a joke.
Yeah.
I'd find a spot. Fucking asshole. Just ran into the room and had nothing to say. Fucking. And then kind of like I did. Right there.
Here's Brenda's glory moment.
The glory moment of your life, Brenda.
When I won the croquet tournament on the 4th of July.
How old were you?
It was this summer.
Oh, it was just this summer. Wow.
That's recent.
Why would that be a laugh right
I don't
there?
know.
Well, I don't...
I guess when this summer is...
It's odd to have a glory moment on, I guess. I have no idea.
Do you know what would be funny is if she said it was, so you hitting a croquet ball? And she goes, no, it was behind a Planned Parenthood. I was knocking a fetus through the little scorch things. Then you'd laugh and go, oh, I think you meant regular croquet.
Now it's funny.
Yeah, she'd be like, no, fetus croquet. It's very popular here.
It was this summer.
Oh, it was just this summer. Wow.
That's recent. That's good.
Wow. And
Good
what do you win? What do you win for that?
I got to wear a sash.
Ooh. So you're like Miss Croquet or something like that?
Just at the party.
Good improv.
It was spelled Miss Crow, C-R-O-K.
That's all she needed. She's happy with that.
It was spelled. Yes. Now here's what he should have done with that. I got to wear a sash. Really? Why didn't you wear it around your neck and tie the other end to a piece of wood and kick the chair out? You fucking worthless tournament-winning pig.
Croquet tournament.
If that's the highlight of your life, a summer croquet, what did you do for the previous 43 years?
Yeah.
Just pick up white dog shit and weigh it? That was her job. She weighed dried dog shit. And she's keeping a carefully monitored chart.
Yes. On the weight.
For purposes... Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
We'll do one last.
I just had some global warming thing.
I had nothing. I was going to say for reasons to be revealed later. I should have just shut up.
Obviously, it was for global warming to see.
The glory moment of your life, Maureen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was Miss Septemberfest in Schaumburg's Labor Day Parade, so I got to ride on the float and wave at everybody and throw out candy. So that was 11 years ago.
The greatest moment of your life. You remember it like it was yesterday, right?
Yes, and I got to introduce Gary Puckett on the main stage.
Oh, if there isn't a reason to look back fondly, that's the one. There she is. There she is. Everybody now. Miss Septemberfest.
They are goofing on it. But
how can you tell?
Well, not being funny.
Yeah.
Big deal. It's good-natured ribbing.
Exactly.
Faggot and cunt. That's what that show should be called. Spell it F-A-G-E-T and cunt with a K. This way no one gets mad.
Yeah. Well, you can put them on billboards and not have a problem.
Postal Taco from Philly, his glory moment, the first time it went ass to mouth on a whore.
Wouldn't you love to hear that? Wouldn't you love to hear that? And I fucking blew my load in her, gave her the wrong last name, and left the hotel room.
There's your glory moment.
Attaboy.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jiminy Cricket.
Or I clogged the toilet. The log was so long, it crept out and draped over and hit my sock. And then I said, look at the size of that shit. And it said, I'm not a shit. I'm a publicist at Paramount.
Let's say hi to Jeremy in Cleveland. Jeremy.
Hey, guys. Just wanted to talk about Jake the Snake Roberts' little break at an indie wrestling show that I went to this past Friday.
Yeah, it was in Cleveland area?
Yeah, Lakewood. It's at a little place called The Fantasy. It usually used to be an old punk band playing there, up-and-coming bands. Lately, it's become
Oh.
Yeah, well, he said he was drugged, supposedly. Now the article's coming out. It's on TMZ, too, that he was drugged before the event. He was on, what's-his-name's morning show, Rover.
Oh, really?
He was on Rover the same morning talking about, I guess he was, like, raped by his stepmother. His mother had him at 13. I mean, dude's got a lot of fucking problems.
Huh.
What problems are those?
I don't blame him.
That's great.
Well, his mom had him at 13. He got raped by his stepmother. His stepfather was a pedophile. He was 24 when his mom had him at 13.
Wait, how could you have a 13-year-old kid?
And his sister died.
Nothing.
So I guess he's got like the deck stacked against him, and he just got out of rehab and he fell off the wagon.
Yeah, I love this.
Well, the video's on YouTube if you guys want to get a good laugh.
We saw it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yes, you are.
Well, Jake the Snake, he had quite a career in the WWF, right there?
Yeah. He's one of the best guys not to be a champion.
He would bring out the bag of snakes, right?
And actually, Sam's uncle, I believe, right?
Yes.
He is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
What?
Well, his last
Snake
name
Snake
is
Roberts.
Roberts, right?
And primetime Sam Roberts.
Very good, yeah.
So,
It's his uncle.
Well, all the Roberts got to be related somehow, right?
Yeah.
So you're related to Jake the Snake.
And that that touching thing does, like, it is kind of handed down.
No, I wasn't.
So one time Jake the Snake diddled.
You got diddled by Jake the Snake,
Little
Sam?
Sam's pink anus.
I'll say
back when he was a tot.
How much was he
tot?
How much was he able to fit in there?
Oh, I don't remember. I was so young.
He diddled with. He put in just a little pinky knuckle. Little pinky knuckle, and Sam went. Gave it a little. Yeah.
Oops.
He had big pubes at that age, even.
Wow.
Did you have big pubes then?
Like his hair.
When Jake the Snake was diddling your anus?
Not that I recall.
But Jake grabbed a big handful and picked him up by his pubes. Body slammed him.
Did that bother you?
Yeah.
When Jake the Snake picked you up by your pubes?
Yeah, that would.
That sucks.
That was his finishing move for like one day.
Yeah.
He'd pick his opponent up by the pubes and slam him down.
I didn't even know that.
On his pinky.
Well, you're blocking it out, Sam.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got touched by Jake the Snake because he's your uncle.
They call him the Snake.
Yeah, because of the
because of his
big
cock.
The penis thing.
His big cock that he likes putting in his nephews.
I had no idea.
Yeah, well,
you being one of his nephews,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
So
therapy.
Jake doesn't look like the old Jake the Snake.
No, I mean he's had alcohol problems and drug problems for a while, but he did just get out of the WWE. Put him in rehab.
Oh,
like they'll put old wrestlers in rehab now.
Will they?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why, they don't want him killing their whole family anymore?
Look,
yeah, really.
I think they're just being sweet.
Yeah.
But this is the first time he's broken down since getting out of rehab this time, and boy did he.
It was an independent wrestling match?
Yeah, it was just some local thing.
And he came out, he wanted to address the crowd.
Yes.
And he kind of did a Mike Birbiglia here. Is there a video of it too? Oh yeah, it's on TMZ and it's all over the place. It's pretty
good stuff.
He's trying to quiet the crowd down, and you just don't do that. You just try to say what you're going to say, right?
Yeah.
Listen to this. Jake the Snake.
Damn, that's quick, buddy. Excuse me. Shut the hell up.
That's his mistake right there. Shut the hell up.
Shut the hell up.
You want to guess what the crowd did at that point? You think they shut up, Anthony?
I think they take sympathy upon him. They remain quiet, and he just speaks eloquently.
Correctamundo.
No!
No?
No.
Bullshit!
All right.
Excuse me. Shut the hell up. What?
You suck. Yo, dick.
Excuse me. Hello.
At that point, he's saying hello, and there's two motorcycles on the near the entryway.
Yeah.
And he gives the mic to the motorcycle.
Yeah.
And he goes, hello.
Yeah.
As if he's interviewing the
motorcycle.
The motorcycle.
All right. The best part, I don't know if you captured this, but when he was saying hello, the audience was going hello back.
Oh, no.
He would go hello, and then
Hello.
go,
Hello.
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 Wait. I tell you what. I came out here to talk to you guys, man, because I thought you were real, but you're not real. Well, guess what? That's bad news for you. Somebody's gonna kick your ass in about 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. I'm gonna dump my on you, and I feel sorry for you. I got something right here. Bite me.
Is he trying to do a heel turn here?
No. He's trying to calm the crowd down so he could do a babyface promo.
Oh, well, that ain't gonna work.
He tells him he's gonna dump his shit on them.
Yeah.
He's definitely done the heel turn.
Yeah. He wasn't supposed to, though.
No.
This was supposed to be a baby face.
He's trying to.
Man.
Let me say something. Look. No. Stop right now. If you don't want to talk, the only reason I'm here tonight is because of you. All right? But
David the Snake Crosby.
give me the same respect, man. Shut the F up.
Was he always that fat?
No. Yeah, that really means he wasn't.
No.
4 people go no.
Did he put a lot of weight on?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like Earthquake. Remember Earthquake?
Holy shit.
What's he supposed to be doing there? Wrestling?
He was supposed to be just doing his, like Sam said, his baby face thing.
Jake the snake swallowed a whole elk.
He was supposed to have the crowd on his side.
Yeah, he was trying to come out and say, I just want the crowd to know that the only reason I'm here is because of you people. They were just booing him. So it just didn't.
Wait, what was babyface thing?
It means he's a good guy. He's trying to be a good guy.
And he's trying to get the crowd
Babyface,
on
good
his
guy.
side.
Heels, bad guy.
And then the bad guy comes out, they wrestle, and it's good versus evil. And I don't know, maybe
does
evil
both of
wins
those
this
things?
time around.
Holy shit! Look how far up he pulls his little shorts or his pants. They're over his belly button, and you can still see a giant belly.
Yeah.
That's only half his belly.
He also used to wear tights.
Oh God.
He is a mess.
What did he used to look like?
He maybe we find
Pull up an old
picture.
picture. See what he looked like in his heyday.
Yeah.
The best was before, at like the end of the match, like this guy came out to do like a little run-in thing, but he was just not selling anything. So the guy would put these obviously fake punches on him, and Jake was just kind of just like standing there and not reacting, no selling him. And so the guy like leaves the ring and is just cursing at him. And so in front of everybody, Jake just pulls the front of his pants down. I mean, it's blurred out in the video, but he just starts showing his stuff.
Let's see this. Let's watch more of this.
Jake.
That might be when he was a little older.
Yeah, that isn't even. Yeah, but still, he's got like.
Yeah, whatever.
He's got all his faculties.
That's all right. I want to see the video of Jake really misbehaving.
Yeah.
I really misbehave.
All right, well, Jake called the radio show to explain what the hell was going on.
Yeah, like he, that's what he did.
I talked on the radio. Maybe that's what triggered me having that first drink, because I was very blunt about my childhood and the things that had happened.
Jeremy, who was on the phone, setting this bit up horribly, by the way, he writes, "Hey, Ope, I forgot to mention that Jake the Snake was also pulling out his dick while he was talking to the crowd." How do you forget that?
That's what I was saying. Like at the end of the match, if you fast forward the video a little bit, he just starts pulling it. It's blurred out.
Oh,
but he just starts pulling his pants down.
I want to see the punches that are
How
bad.
does Jeremy forget to tell us that part?
Even more.
Happened in my early life and in the past. That is one of the things that has triggered me. I'm not blaming it on that. I'm blaming it on just being stupid and thinking that, that's what an alcoholic does. I guess he thinks he can have one drink,
And rumor has it that Rover offered him a beer.
Oh, really?
While he was doing an interview with Rover.
Okay.
I think he explains that here, maybe.
I didn't pull that clip, but yeah.
Oh, you didn't pull it?
No, yeah,
because he said he was on a radio show and it was early. It was like 8 in the morning, and they said, "You want to drink?" And he's like, "Yeah, that'd be nice." And they offered him a beer, and Jake's like, "I thought they were offering me coffee.
Yeah.
But somehow, because they offered him a drink, that led to him actually drinking later in the day or something.
And then he said he's talking about his awful childhood and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe that triggered it.
I don't remember. I woke up with my wrestling clothes on. Shannon told me that I'd wrestle. I'm like, you're kidding. I don't remember anything. And I don't, even when I drank in the past, I didn't behave the way that they say I have. And I don't even know all the particulars yet. I may never want to know them all because I'm just so sick of it.
Who was this interview done?
I don't know. It was on TMZ. It sounded like one of his people was talking to him.
It sounded like a podcast, let's be honest.
I think they just recorded it so they could send it to TMZ.
But because of this, then TMZ gets, they get great exposure on TMZ.
I just want to say that I'm sick of myself, sick of the disease, and all I can do is get back up and get back on the pony and try to ride again, because I'm not giving up, man. It's my life. I'm not talking about just wrestling. I'm talking about living. And I know that. And right now, I'm just scared to death. I'm not a crier. I've been crying a lot. I'm scared. I'm not usually scared of anything. And I can't think, and I'm a pretty sharp thinker normally. I'm having trouble just remembering how to get up and fix something to eat. I don't know, man.
No, I don't think he's having trouble fixing stuff to eat.
No.
To tell you the truth. That's the one thing I think maybe he's very good at.
Maybe he just eats it in the box.
He solved that issue.
He swallows whole ham.
This is a guy who's doing his running, and Jake just threw his arms up in the air as if to say, well, no, watch.
Look, the guy's
just not.
He's not doing anything. He's not selling the punches at all.
Holding him, he doesn't know
the
what
guy's
to
awful at doing the punches anday.
But why didn't you pull the clip where the wrestler, after the match comes out, and it looked like it was real, like yelled at Jake the Snake and said that you were
a drug addict? He told
He goes, I've been in the business 16 years or whatever the hell he said, and I've fought a lot of drug addicts.
And you're the worst.
You're the worst, and you guys.
You gypped this crowd.
You gypped this crowd. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, you gypped this crowd, and you didn't give him a show.
Tens of people were being gypped.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that looks like one of Sam's appearance. Oh,
Wait,
no.
he was the featured guy?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely the big star there.
And he just came out drunk and started talking to him?
Yeah. Showed his dick.
And showed his dick.
I love that.
He's got some major issues.
That's a bad appearance.
Very good, Jimmy.
All right, let's do line of the day. Get the hell out of here.
I want to see his dumb dick.
You'll find it. Is it on the TMZ video or?
It was on the TMZ, yeah, because I think it was freezing up, but yeah, it was there.
Yeah. Line of the day is brought to you by Carbonite.com. It does.
Carbonite.
What does it do, Ant?
Let's see.
Oh, here it is.
Makes great chocolate.
Backs up your computer hard drive.
cocoa.
Yes. So you never have to worry about losing any of your files.
See?
Check it out.
I should have used that.
Carbonite.com. Why
Because
aren't you using
my
the
hard
products?
drive took a shit. And
why don't you try the Carbonite?
God damn it, why didn't I do that?
Sometimes the pictures you download, they ain't what they're supposed to be.
Oh, well, Uncle Paul.
Careful of Tiffany's series.
Tiffany's series.
Tiffany on a Pony's a good one. Bless you, Gregory.
Thank you.
Well, I got to
promo code XM. You should try this Carbonite. Carbonite.
I will with the new computer.
Dog shit sniffer with a good observation from Woodside. He woke up with his wrestling clothes on. That means he woke up in his underwear.
True.
Here is a runner-up line of the day. Those blind shorts. What?
The word that went in front of the shorts.
Stupid shorts? What's wrong with wearing shorts?
Fat boy shorts, people are saying.
Piggy neck shorts?
Mayonnaise shorts.
Girls shorts?
Shorts.
Martin shorts?
Retard shorts. They're all coming up. Incompetent shorts.
Soon to be fired shorts.
Small pee-pee shorts. Garlic butter shorts. Oh boy, do they come up with them.
Garlic butter shorts.
Tardy shorts.
Wow, E-Rock.
Why are you wearing
Blubber shorts?
Nice.
Blubber shorts.
E-Rock. He'll always make the line of the day.
Yeah, he is a real bag of shit. That's still real to me, damn it. Yeah, that's coming in a lot. All right, another runner-up line of the day.
Shut up! You're getting me angry.
Hold on.
I have sex with 20-year-olds.
Don't get me. Exactly. Hold on. And if they're not available, 2 10-year-olds.
Little Jimmy.
Guys just talking over everything.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut up. Another runner-up line of the day. I'm seeing Babe Ruth balls going for a lot more. We can get one of these. 15,000.
Those aren't baseballs, though. Those are just Babe Ruth's balls.
That's a collector's item.
In a jar.
Yeah. Babe Ruth's balls.
Conversation piece.
Yeah, you put them on your nose. You go, Bambino.
Let's do line of the day. I'm seeing.
Who did that? Stop it. Who did it?
What do you think?
E-Rock. Oh, E-Rock.
Was it you, E-Rock?
Here's line of the day. Oh, let me do it without the theme song.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, E-Rock. And then try to just clumsily fall into the theme song like maybe they won't notice that E-Rock made a mistake.
I bet he's holding a hoagie in each hand. He's doing all these buttons with his feet. Hey,
Might be more
boy.
efficient if he did.
E-Rock, comment?
Hoagie Boy.
Hoagie Boy. Hoagie. He probably wanted to be a superhero when Batman's assistant. He's Hoagie Boy.
Hoagie Boy.
He's a giant cape napkin around his back. And he always gets fucking mayo and sauces on his little uniform. Batman says, Hoagie Boy, go wash your greasy hands. While he's arresting the Riddler and the Joker, Hoagie Boy's in the restroom because his tummy doesn't feel well. Hoagie Boy. Hoagie Boy. He shits pure liverwurst. Fucking Hoagie Boy is a fucking valueless piss bag.
Hoagie Boy is such a douche.
I know. Hoagie Boy. Bum, ba, 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 and he just walks into the room slowly with 2 hoagies in his hand. And he takes a bite out of each one while a crime's being committed.
Just watches the crooks.
He helps no one. But if you're running away, he'll throw the hoagie at you and trip you up and then pick it up and put it together and eat it.
As the guy gets up and runs away again.
Slips in his salami.
E-Rock, come in here.
Hoagie Boy.
Yes.
That's his
You're
new
worthless.
nickname.
Come in here, Hoagie Boy.
Mild-mannered E-Rock.
I want E-Rock to name all the nicknames we've given him over the years.
Wow.
Even the bad ones. You remember the bad ones, too.
Okay.
E-Rock. So now you're Hoagie Boy. What are some of the other names we've called you?
There's Hawk. There's Sex Bagel. There's E-Rock. At one point, there was I-Rock. Hoagie Boy. Oh, God. Oh.
That was it?
He remembered all the ones that weren't degrading.
Yeah, we want the degrading ones.
Oh, there's like Fat Boy and
Piggy Boy.
Yeah, don't forget Piggy Boy.
I don't think that one, but now that's added to the list.
Yeah, what else?
Mayo Boy.
Mayo.
Some form of blubber that you've used in the past couple days.
You stink.
Yeah.
What about all the bad breath names?
Oh.
Yeah.
What about Tank Hankerus?
There was Hawkatosis at one point.
Chubby Bunny?
Oh, wow.
Fat Fuck?
Yeah, Chubby Bunny. We have to go to Pal Talk for your bit?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
No, Jim just stinks.
You sure?
Hoagie Boy would never mind that. He would wave his hoagies around and the whole room would smell like provolone. He's Hoagie Boy. He stops everything. Does everything with his feet so he can eat his hoagies.
Is that it? All right.
Yeah, I'm not
He's got chips in his pocket.
All right, that failed miserably. We'll see you tomorrow.
But line of the day.
Tank Hankerus. Oh, Danny didn't forget. Tank Hankerus, Pelican Neck. What about Pelican Neck?
All right, I forgot that one.
Hawaiian Punch Hair.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Hawaiian Punch Hair.
Old Sweaty Pits. What about
that wasn't one.
Tsunami Pits? I remember
that wasn't one either.
What about, that's what we're talking about, all the things we've called you. The Cinnamon Kid. What about the Cinnamon Kid?
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. What about Eric?
Never. Never.
What about Hoagie Boy?
Today.
What about Piggy Neck?
Never. We don't need more.
No, they're coming in now.
Fudge tits, shit bag, dog shit breath, e-slob. What about e-slob? What about dumpster gums? You forgot about that one, didn't you?
Oh, I wonder why.
Flatso, mayo flatso, loser flatso, blubber flatso, bad breath flatso. Shitmouth bago donuts fuckhead. What about mumps neck?
I called you mumps neck.
We did call you mumps neck for a little while.
Yeah,
Roland?
I don't remember that one.
Why is Roland laughing? Or are you like trying not to smell Jimmy's fart? Where are you at, Roland?
I still have the provolone thing.
Oh, the provolone one got you?
Where you going?
Here,
Where you going?
Hey, what are you doing?
You're the early exit kid.
Yeah. By the way, you know, you want to start trash talking Roland for We Fit Day? We got to get it going, like the Thriller in Manila. We got to get something going.
Exactly.
We got to get some pregame here.
All right.
Katrina Pitts. Well, you forgot that one.
I don't remember that one.
I remember that one. Jimmy came up with Katrina Pitts for you.
Katrina.
E-Reek. E-Reek. We forgot about that. Stephen S. He remembers.
Of course he does.
Hoagie Boy.
And Hoagie Boy's the new one. You know there's going to be a thread on the message board.
Sure
now.
there will be.
I just hope for an animation of what Jimmy was saying. That would be really funny.
Yeah, he's got his
big superhero with the two hoagies in his hand.
But his uniform is just a frumpy, way too tight, like superhero thing with his faggoty boots and a big H, like a yellow H with a red circle around it. Hoagie Boy.
Hoagie Boy.
And some woman is she's being raped with a cheerleading baton, and he's just taking a bite out of a sub sandwich.
And just looking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. He doesn't even really look at the crime. He hears her screaming for help.
Yeah, his piece of tomato hanging out of his mouth. Pocket full of chips. A crunch, a crunch, a crunch, a crunch. A crunch, a crunch, a crunch, a crunch. Hoagie Boy's big thing is to try to get someone to pull down his superhero pants so he can shit while eating hoagies. Because whenever he puts his thumbs to pull his pants down, he drops some hoagie on the bathroom floor. That's how you know he's been there. It's like fucking James Earl Jones from fucking Coming to America. There's little shreds of lettuce instead of roses.
Fontaine, what's up?
Hey, boys. Hey, what's wrong with the name he got? E-Rock? What's some of them other names?
Hoagie Boy? Bumps Nick. Korean Prince. All right, we're going to go now. Thanks, E-Rock.
You're welcome.
Asshole. Oh, the B-Cup Kid is coming in. I forgot about the B-Cup Kid. Chester's liver, that's right.
And you gotta have his theme music. Dum, dum, dum. He's a dum, dum.
Dum, 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 dum.
And he comes in, but he wears like a little fucking... That's what Hoagie Boy has on his head. He has like a little mask with a hat with a little propeller. But it's not a propeller. It's a small hoagie.
Spinning in
Upon
circles.
closer inspection, it is a small hoagie.
Yeah, on a propeller hat. Everything's hoagies with this kid. His boots are painted like two hoagies.
Two hoagies on his feet. His hoagie boots.
Where's my hoagie slippers? He puts his feet in their actual hoagies that he's taped up.
Yes. He drives a hoagie mobile.
That's right. It's got like lettuce spilling out of the trunk. Giant tomato on the roof.
And he occasionally takes a bite out of the door.
He has to get his hoagie tires fixed. They're like little onions. His tires are all onions. Car runs on vinegar and oil.
I hate Hoagie Boy.
Oh, Hoagie Boy's a cunt. And Hoagie Boy gets AIDS or is left in the refrigerator for too long.
Hoagie Boy it is.
Hoagie Boy's enemy is not kryptonite, it's an expiration date. His enemies always try to put an expiration date on him with giant clicker guns.
Oh, and sometimes he eats it and gets all sick and he's shitting. Well, he's getting diarrhea from bad hoagies. Puts him out of commission.
The bad mayo.
Yeah, the bad mayo.
That's Hoagie Boy's biggest problem. He'll eat some bad salami or some olive loaf and just start shitting his pants.
He can't resist it.
No.
He knows it's gone bad, but It's a hoagie.
He's not allowed into the halls of justice because a lot of times he liquid shits down his legs.
Superman slips in it, gets all mad.
And gets paralyzed. That's what really happened.
He slipped in Hoagie Boy's liquid shit in the League of Justice.
He was trying to run to Margot Kidder to shave her pussy finally, and he slipped in Hoagie Boy's shit. and he cracked his spine on fucking Terry Shiloh's wheelchair. Hoagie Boy was trying to cure her.
Holy shit.
It's not going to get better than that right there.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Now get on the animations, you fuckers. That'd be hysterical.
What happened? We were going to do another animation festival. What happened?
I don't know. The first one went swimmingly.
Oh, whatever. We can talk about that tomorrow.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here.